going on, Yui gang?
What's up? What's going on? How are things? Hope everybody is well. Chainsaw, Tekka, Montana, Fabio, Luna, Coco, Fly Guy, Vincent, Ethereal, Pro Gamer, Tyrone, Mandy, Drakus, Bale, Merzel, John, what's up? Little, what's going on? Okay, what's the name for the character? Kara, what's up? Mario, what's going on? The stream died yesterday, yes. The stream just crashed. And it was crashed like 2 times in a row. I was like, I'm just going to end the stream. I wasn't going to bother keep going. It is what it is. We learned enough about the weapon. It was good enough. Anyway. Easiest run ever? Probably, yeah. What's the requirements for this bitch? $16 dexterity. I don't know. I don't know what to go with. I could just go with this guy. I mean, I'm probably going to go into Flame Gummy Strength, so I could just go with this guy instead. Just go with the Confessor again. Fuck it, why not? So you didn't finish the run? No, I killed Rolana, then the stream crashed, so... It is what it is. Daniel, what's up? Is this no Ashes of War? Yeah, no Ashes of War, just heavy attacks, yeah. Be pretty easy. Solido. We're gonna name it Solido. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna call it that. Pretty far in? Yeah. We did like all the base game, and then we just had a handful of bosses left, which were the hardest ones. So, but some of which we could to holy damage. So, it wouldn't have been that bad, right? Like basically, like as soon as you actually got to fight the bosses that are resist to weaker to holy damage, the stream just crashed. So it is what it is. Ugh. The barbed spear is actually not that bad. Not that bad. I think it's an A tier, honestly. It performs like an A tier. It's open with a decent moveset, gets decent damage. This skill is pretty easy to use. Goes pretty far. Also does proc bleed. So, it's not bad overall. Not bad. Give it a solid A tier. Maybe a lower A tier. Because it doesn't proc bleed that quickly. And it can be pretty expensive for how much damage that it does do. Do you think Mikola does backflips on it? On what? It's like the spinning gravity, trash at the beginning but good later on. It was trash. I think it's because of the way that flat defenses actually work. That it was actually shit earlier on. And once you end up getting like a decently leveled weapon, then it's fine. Like as soon as it got to like +4, it was okay. And being that's a weapon that you get in the DLC anyways, it's gonna be okay. I didn't need like many buffs. I just needed to just upgrade the weapon. What time is it for me? It's 10 a.m. 10:18. See, why isn't this spear like super long like theirs? Like this one should be like the longest great spear in the game. Because like when the soldiers use it, it's like fucking huge. Well, to be fair, I guess like all the spears are really large when the enemies use it. Or all the weapons are. It is what it is. So the heavy combo? Yeah, this is the heavy attack. It's a nice little double poking attack. That's the heavy attack combo. We're just gonna do charged heavies only. Because regular uncharged heavies is like regular poking attacks. So only charged heavies. So if we do an uncharged heavy, we have to delete the game. Uninstall. I was gonna neb Cragblade or Roll Not Resolve. We could use both. We'll see. We shall see. Why am I resting already? Why can't, like, Rani be here? Not Rani, I'm Melina. Why does it have to be the gate front? Why did yesterday's VOD end so abruptly? Because the stream crashed. That's why. It crashed. We're gonna start off with Cragblade, then probably switch to Royal Not Resolve later on. We'll see. I can get, like, Determination here as well. Rob, what's going on? Why did you crash the stream? Because I felt like it, that's why. I missed the Crucible Wings run, I'm so sad. I mean, I turned it into a video, and there's the VOD still there, so you can go check it out. This game is a masterpiece? Yes. What's the best dex weapon? Probably like a Nagakiba. Or like the Bolter Grand Sax, pretty good. The Rapid Talons, that's pretty good dexterity based weapon. Something like that. Seems like a good weapon. Yeah, we're gonna go rank the Great Spears, so that's the reason why we're doing this run right now. I want to get started on doing it today. I'm not sure if I get the video done by tomorrow because I'm going to be busy tonight. I'm going to a concert. I'm leaving the house. So, yeah. That'll be interesting. Difference between Determination and Roll Not Resolve. Determination is 60% damage on your next hit. Roll Not Resolve is 80% damage on your next hit. So it's just a direct upgrade. Who are you seeing? Georgia Smith. I don't know who the fuck that is, honestly. Going with some friends. They're like, let's go see this person. I'm like, sure. Sure. She sings. That's all I know. Okay, it'd be great if you didn't do that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Nice. Wait a minute, I need that smithing stone. Okay, now we're good. I don't think I needed it. I have master debate skills. Some could even call me the master beta. Nice. Do your friends fuck with your Elden Ring tier list? They don't really watch my videos, so no. My friends aren't gamers. Where am I going? What am I doing? Trying Twin Blades and Dark Souls 2, they're pretty mid so far. I forgot what my opinions were on the Twin Blades in that game. And what I liked about them. or disliked about them. Basically, they're just all outclassed by the red iron twin blade. But like, some of them could be light. I ranked the twin blades, didn't I? I ranked the twin blades across all the Souls games. I forgot my opinions were in Dark Souls 2 twin blades. I kind of forget. Want the Liza P DLC so bad? Yeah, it's been a minute. The game came out like over a year ago. It's been like a long time since I last played it. Are you going for uncharged heavies? No, just fully charged heavy attacks. Where's my oil up Yui hoodie? We're not doing that. That's not going to be a thing. Why this run? Because we're going to rank the Great Spears. So we're doing some more Great Spear runs. Why just fully charged? Because that gets a unique fully charged attack. And I guess adds to the challenge. Not going to be much of one, so might as well just make a challenge. Seppi, doing this run is my second favorite weapon. Nice. Why not the tree spear? Because this one can be buffed, so it's going to be more fun and better. Actually going to get 25 faith for Golden Vow Flame Gummy Strength? Probably not. I'll say, maybe once I get to like meet the requirements, maybe it gets like 54 strength or some shit. Then maybe. Thomas, thank you for the follow. What's up, man? The tree spear is like the same thing, but this is worse because you can't buff it, so I can't infuse it. I mean, you can buff it, but yeah, you can't infuse it. Axe Talisman acquired. We'll get there eventually. We're just gonna pick up some stuff, some early game shit. Will the Great Spear video come out tomorrow? We'll see. I'm not sure. I gotta go like grind it out. I haven't started it at all, so I gotta talk about it, edit the video, put the gameplay on top, annotate the video, and I have like a couple hours to do it because I'm gonna be leaving tonight, and I'm not gonna have time afterwards. Best Ash War for this weapon? Well, if you're going to be using this weapon, you're going to go into like a charged heavy attack build. So like Krug Blade or Roll Knight Resolve. Is Karthus Flame Arc good? Not really, no. Not really. I mean, it's doable. It works. But like, there's not many instances where you're like, I don't know. You have to go into int faith to benefit. And you have to have high amounts of int faith. But you can't buff weapons that have an int faith infusion. So it's pretty useless for the most part. Pretty useless. Do you think you'll do a Storm user build? A Storm user build? Like a... I'll make some more build videos after I finish all these like rankings and stuff. Why did you misspell soldier in the title? Did I actually? Chad, did I misspell the word soldier? What's your favorite armor set? Naked. Solidor? Ah, oh, damn. That's crazy. Skill issue. And I just copy pasted it on both as well. Let's go fix that up. I did that on purpose for the engagement trust. It's the reason why I did it. Can't change the title in this thing, so like, okay. Soldier. I fixed it. Are you literate? No. Tito, what's up, man? Did you see the new Destiny mobile game? I didn't see the... I saw that there was going to be one, and I saw, like, screenshots and stuff. I didn't see, like, a trailer or, like, what the talks are about. I don't think I'm going to play a Destiny mobile game. But that's interesting for the people that want to play mobile games, I guess. Now the name won't make sense. Oh, I understand why you wanted me to call it Solido. I understand now. Destiny mobile game? Yeah, there's like a... I know Bungie hired like a... some like other company and some like smaller companies making a Destiny mobile game. It's called like Destiny Rising or some shit. Gideon, what's up? I don't know what company is making it, but it's gonna be like some smaller company or some shit. I don't know. Is Swift Slash still a top 10 Ash of War? Probably not. Gonna be trash calling it now. What, the Messmer Soldier Spear? Most certainly not. NetEase is making it. I don't know who that is. They probably make other mobile games. Oh, the mobile game. Oh, okay. He's like, this weapon's like, this weapon's not bad. I feel like the game might be okay, but like it's just gonna be, you know, probably microtransaction hell because it's a mobile game. I don't know, is it gonna be free? Is that what mobile games, like all mobile games tend to be free? I don't know. I'm replaying the Dark Souls games right now. Nice. Is the Messmer Soldier's Axe good? Not really, no. I talked about it in my Axe ranking video. Pretty mid. I think it gets like decent damage, but I don't know. But then again, like, I don't know, it might be okay. Might be okay. I think I put it like into a B tier. It's like it's mid. Wait, no. I was thinking of, no, I'm getting mistaken. No, no, it's actually decent, yeah. I was forgetting something. I was thinking of the Smith script axe for some reason. No, the Messmer Soldier's axe is good, yeah. It's actually good. It's kind of just outclassed by the warped axe. It's like the warped axe is better in like every single way. The Messmer's Soldier's axe might be better for like elemental builds, like pure elemental builds. But being that you're later game, you're probably still better off going into the warped axe because that one gets a better strength scaling still. But yeah, Messmer's Soldier's axe does get like bonus damage and charged heavy attacks, but it's still not that much more compared to the warped axe. And if you're using those weapons, you want to use the light attack combos because they both get like the really fast light attack combo. So it's just outclassed by the warped axe, honestly. It would have made more sense if like the Messmer's Soldier's axe was earlier in the game because it has like, it's lighter, lower requirements and stuff. And it's good at lower levels with like certain elemental builds and stuff. And go to charged heavy attacks. It would have made more sense for an early game option, but for a DLC option, you're just better off going with the warped axe. That's basically my overall thoughts. Juno, did I say hi to Juno already? I wasn't paying attention. What's going on, Juno? I thought I said hey. I saw your name. I'm not sure if I said hey. Fast travel isn't for every bonfire too. It's only for each area. Yeah. Warped axe is pretty great. Uncharged to charged heavy combo. Doing bleed on it. Yeah. Yeah, the reason why warped axe is better is because it just does more damage. And it actually gets bonus damage on like status effects as well. I'm dead. I'm alive. How did I live? Is it easy to use cheat engine? Yeah, it's pretty easy. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Everyone else having stream troubles, or is it just my Wi-Fi shit? Better not be my stream. You never say hi to me? I'm sorry, Pepe. I thought I said hey. My bad, buddy. Look, sometimes I will like read a message, but because I'm reading something else out loud, I'll read it in my head and I feel like I actually read it out loud. So like sometimes that happens. So like if I end up not seeing a message, sometimes it's my brain tricking me. Autism? Maybe. How's your spear? I mean, my spear's okay. Yeah. We're okay. We're doing fine. Do you think FromSoft will give us another DLC? No. I do not think so. What's the legality of my downloading and re-uploading your streams in my channel in their entirety? I'm not a lawyer, but I watched Better Call Saul. I feel like I can pull some Disney Plus sub shit. I don't recommend doing it, honestly. What's that got to do with Disney Plus? What? Do you anticipate this run being as painful as a spinning gravity? No. This is a charged heavy attack run with a good spear. So we're going to be fine. We're going to be doing lots of damage. And with charged heavy attack builds, you can build around them pretty easily early on. Do you think Bloodborne Remaster is still highly likely? Yes, I think it's all but guaranteed. How did yesterday's run end? Well, the stream crashed after Rolana, so. Can we watch Yui streams on Disney Plus? Maybe I should reach out to Disney. What happened to the Dory Spear? I mean, the weapon's good. I think the Bob Staff Spear is pretty good. I gotta talk about it in my next video, but yeah. Pretty good. I rate it. I think it's a good weapon. I give it the perfect rating of a 7 out of 8. Emperor Nemesis with a gifted sub, and I forgot to change. That's what I forgot to do yesterday. I forgot to go change my alerts. W's for my guy Emperor Nemesis with a gifted subscription. Roberts, make sure to thank Emperor. It's like fucking up. It's actually saying like the gifted person is the one that subbed when the gifted person was the one that got the sub. So the alert is wrong. I need to go fix that up. I must fix that. I was waiting for the Guardian Soul Spear in the spear video. Yeah, it's a halberd. Not a spear. Kara with the gifted sub. W's for Kara with the gifted subscription as well. To Paulus, gifted 61 subs. Girl, I need to chill. W's for Kara. Thank you for the subscription. The Confessor set is really damn cool. It is. Pretty cool armor set. Fight the bear. I don't have the requirements. I need more dexterity. And strength as well. Aside from the frame rates cap, what changes did you see in a Bloodborne? Oh, where do I begin? Oh my god. If there's like, as soon as a trailer comes out confirming a Bloodborne remaster, I'm making a whole video of all the things that need to be changed. It's gonna be like a 20-minute long video. If it's a remaster, it's like just more quality of life changes, obviously. What's the heavy attack? This is the heavy attack. This is the charged heavy attack. It's a cool little double poke. But it's only gonna be using those attacks. That's it. If it's just a remaster, we'll just do like what do you call it? Just some quality of life changes. There's like a handful. At least like 5 different things. If it's a remake, the game needs to be different. Like, almost, not entirely different, obviously, but there needs to be a lot of changes. Like, there's different changes. Because the thing is, if it's a remake, I don't want it to be the same game. Because if it's a remake, they're going to justify like a higher price, right? And if it's a much higher price, I want it to be a different game. For better or worse. Like, if it's a Bloodborne remake, they should change it up even if it's worse. They should just try different stuff. Because I just want a different experience. There needs to be, like, different shit if it's a remake. Otherwise, what's the fucking point, right? Of, like, justifying a higher price tag for, like, it's a slight bit better improvements in fucking performance or some shit. I don't know. Because like a remaster could do that. A PC port would be nice. I don't think that's happening. Don't think that's happening. What's Chainsaw doing nowadays? Chainsaw's just doing his best, living his best life. Results of yesterday's run? Yeah, it was pretty cool. Does well. Would you say Demon Souls Remake is a different game? No. It needs to go harder for a remake. That was like my biggest criticism of Demon Souls Remake, is that they didn't change enough. They didn't change enough. They didn't do enough. It was like a new coat of paint. That's all it was.
Step
King with the $2. Thank you, man.
Hashtag you know reverse.
W's my guy King. Trying to save up money so I can buy more devices to run Yui on even more devices. Hell yeah. TTS back? Well, it's TTS on donations. So if you donate, then you have TTS. It's always been like that. The Jory Spear run was pretty good. Jory Spear did very well. A car with 5 gifted. Don't tell me to chill. W's for car with the 5 gifted subs. Xfu. What's going on, man? How you been? Make sure you guys thank Kara for giving you guys your subs. Enjoy your ad-free viewing and amazing emotes. I need some more emotes. Same questions, goddamn. Every single stream is the exact same. Jory, A tier, probably yeah. Andrew, what's up? How you been? How you been, buddy? How's the run been going so far? Well, I'm just basically just doing prep. We're just gathering some items and stuff. When does Riz soft cap? At about 69. .69 dexterity. Then you're probably better off starting leveling up faith. At that point. How would you make a Jory a better fight? I'll probably just delete the fight, honestly. So charged heavy run, can you augment with Braggart's Royal Warcry? I could. But that would just defeat the purpose and make the weapon perform even worse. Because the charged heavy attack is already really good, so there's no point in changing up the charged heavy attack animation. That's like the reason why we're doing this run, because you know it has a unique charged heavy attack. Or slightly unique, it shares the exact same one as the tree spear. Watch him fuck up the cheese. That's how it's supposed to work every single time. That's how it's supposed to work. It's just in, out experience. That's it. That's how it's supposed to go. Good bro, saw the time 7, realized I missed your face. Oh. Thanks. It's 16 dexterity, right? And then we just go, just, I don't know, strength, I guess. We didn't need much mind, do we? Put up for now. We can just go Cragblade for now. And then we want some of this shit. We want some of that endurance. What's up, Tony Soprano? How are things, man? Finally, I did a Radahn no hits that took hours of my life. Good job, Fuad. You did well, buddy. Why am I getting this? I don't even know. Oh, no. You guys are nothing. Why are Phantoms so goated in Dark Souls 2 they can low-key solo bosses? Because the bosses are mid, that's why. Would you remove the Fire Giant boss if possible? Yes. Yes. The heavy attack is so good, shame the weapon itself ain't that good. Well, like, what else does it need for it to be good? Like, if the heavy attack is good and it gets more damage than a lance and it has like lower requirements and like some decent range, what else does it need? It's an infusible weapon. You can make it good. Like, if you're making an infusible weapon, if you get like a good moveset and good damage, that's all you need, right? I don't know. Remove bosses as super lame, a cop out to make a better fight. I don't know. Fuck the fire giant. Thank you FromSoft for making weapons that are better in every way with other weapons with no downsides. Yeah. I mean, it's fine when like the other weapons that are just outclassed are earlier in the game. It's just that when you get them later in the wars, that's when it becomes a problem. Why didn't you like the fire giant? Because he's a big dumb idiot. That's why. Big, large amounts of health, not fun to fight. The terrain is an absolute monstrosity. He's a large boss, so therefore the camera is the biggest issue. He takes like one step, then it covers half the arena, so you have to keep chasing him. In the second phase, he has like less openings, but he takes less damage because that just makes no sense. And you can just get complete dog shit RNG, like the fire breath can start deflecting off trees. You can just keep rolling sometimes, doesn't matter if you're even in front of him or not. It's just it's a boring snooze fest. That's what it is. It's an absolute snooze fest. Can I ask you a free question? Yes. Name one thing you love about Elden Ring. The Marika's hammer. Is the tree spear good? It's okay. Like, it gets the same heavy attack as this. And it can do decent damage because you can buff it, but it just needs to be able to get infused, you know? For it to be more useful, because it gets stuck with a non-unique skill. Juno with the gifted sub as well? W's for Juno with another gifted sub. You guys are popping off today. Thank you, Juno. Fuad, make sure you thank Juno. Wax, thank you for the follow. What's up, man?
May I have a wood? Apply on the wood. I'd heard and upon the talk.
Let's talk about Pokemon League. Squirtle confirmed best starter because he's not a what? What the fuck are we talking about, Tyrone? What's going on? What's the best spear to use with a shield? The best spear to use with a shield. Maybe this one. What's my smithing stone situation looking like? 10. I can get more. We can get this to plus 12. Alexander gets to live. Good for him. Best spear with a shield. I know this one's pretty good. The Ansper Rapier is pretty good. So, I don't know. Maybe one of those two. If we talk about just spears. I mean, the Sword Lance is also really good for shield poking. If you want to go with the Sword Lance.
Are you here as a custom?
Purchase! Give me 2 of those. I probably sell something else here.
I'm afraid of.
Ansper Rapier isn't a spear? Well, you said like just... I assume he means like just shield poking in general, right? So like you can shield poke with an Ansper Rapier. If you specifically just want a spear, then I'd recommend probably this one. Maybe the Cross Naginata. Like the ones that just get good damage. Typically, maybe status effects could do pretty nicely as well. Blood Fiend's Fork, that could do pretty well here. It's not going to consume much stamina, and probably having larger amounts of less stamina cost might be more beneficial sometimes. Just be able to proc bleed faster, could be nice, yeah. Weapon has an A scaling and a cult, wild for Spectral Lance. Yeah, it's probably the best weapon for Spectral Lance. Because like Spectral Lance actually, the stance damage scales off the weapon. So with a Great Spirits, it's going to do more stance damage. Determination. Standard infusion. Let's go kill my guy, my buddy, Hal. Margit. One thing you like about Elden Ring, Marika. Favorite boss fight, Messmer. Sword Lance is the best for shield poking? Yeah. The stories were cut for a reason. They're based on legends. They weren't watered down for being into the games. What's this for? Oh, this Pokemon stuff. I don't know. That's kind of weird. DLC was available prior to you completing the main game. When would you ideally like to enter? Well, you don't have to complete the main game to enter the... You just got to kill Radahn and Moog to enter the DLC. If I had it my way, the earlier the better. Like, I'd like to just be able to enter the DLC at any single point. So... At the Swap Monster and Liza P right now, new game +4, fuck him. Actually, I don't mind that boss. The second phase can be a bit cringe, though. I forgot to get Golden Bow. Oh no. Favorite boss fight in Dark Souls 2? Fume Knight. I get Moog, but why Radahn? Have you played the DLC? Because I don't want to spoil it if you haven't played the DLC. Because he needs to die for the DLC to get set in motion.
Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Do you like big bosses? Typically, no. But there's some good big bosses out there, you know? Because typically, like, it's just the camera is the big issue. Favorite looking weapon? Maricus Hammer. I like the Devourer Scepter. Devourer Scepter looks really cool. And I like the Rusted Anchor. And I like the War Pick. War Pick looks really cool. I like the look at that one. Late game bosses are so hit and miss. Not to say... Not original to say, but it's so frustrating. Yeah. Do you like big things? Yeah. No! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. He dodged it! It's why I don't like going with like Determination and Royal Not Resolve and stuff. I just like much rather have Cragblade. I want to keep buffing over and over again. That's gonna hit me. I don't know why I went for that. The fuck you on about? I don't know. I don't know. Me? What do you mean? What am I on about? I may or may not have killed him with a not follow-up attack, but he would have died anyway. I'd used the follow-up uncharged heavy. I fucked up. I'm sorry.
I just
I'm sorry.
wanted to thank you for your good work on the weapon tier lists. They are very helpful and
Kraken with the
useful
100
for
bits.
noobs
Thank you, man.
like
I'm
me.
glad that you enjoy the tier lists. Do you guys actually hear the TTS for people who donate bits? By the way, might as well ask that question because being that the TTS wasn't working last time. Yes. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Fantastic.
You there? Come on. It's tight. The guards.
What's up, Aimless? How things, man?
Well, but of course.
People say late game bosses are so hit and miss, like we don't have Renala and other trash in early game. Well, yeah, the end game, late game bosses are better than the early game bosses, I think. So, you talk too loudly. Chat, is this true? Do I speak too loud? Lies of P is if Bloodborne was good. Interesting. So you're late. That's okay, Aimless. I forgive you, buddy. Cragblade is cool, but it's kind of boring. I wish I had some cool purple lightning effect. That would have been cool. It probably would have made like the performance of the game like even worse, seeing like a whole lightning effect. But then again, it's like regular buffs, right? And I could have had like, you're probably right. Could have had like some rocks with a purple lightning effect. Top 3 themes in Elden Ring. Top 3 themes. Probably Fortisax #1. Maybe I like Promise Console Radahn. And maybe Radagon. Or Godskin Doer. One of those for number 3. There's a bunch that I like. Like Mogs is really good. Starscourge Radahn is good. Godric is good. There's a bunch of good ones. But I think those 3. I understand why the Red Iron Twin Blades is one of the best weapons in the game now. The moveset is mid though. Yeah. There's good combo potential though. So you can just go like heavy attack into light attack, I think it is. It does really nicely. Because like the first light attack is kind of shit, but like the follow-up is where like the big damage is at. So you can typically go heavy attack into light attack. Does pretty well. Don't forget the Iron Wet Blade. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. We're gonna go good old strength infusion, just two-hand this thing. Your streams are getting 2 shots. Can you include more bosses, please? No. No. I'm sorry, but no. The thing is, if I was just like a full-time streamer, if I was just a streamer, then fine. But the thing is, you get 3 smithing 2s there? How much smithing 2s do you get over here? But the thing is, I do YouTube videos. That's a smithing 1. Never mind. Thought it was a smithing 2. Never mind. So, like, when I'm finished streaming, I have to make a YouTube video. And I need time to make my videos. So, I can't... I'd like to just stream for, like, 7-8 hours. And that's it. And then just have, like, someone just condense my streams into videos and just post it on YouTube. It'd be nice if it was just self-sustaining. But most of my income comes from making videos. So, this is just a secondary thing. So, unfortunately, I can't really do that. Let's go upgrade this bad boy. Which bosses do you fight in each playthrough? Just like the main game ones, and then fight Moog to get to the DLC. And then in terms of DLC bosses, I'll fight like Divine Beast, Rolana, Messmer, Gaius, Ramino. And then sometimes I fight like Bale and shit. Bale and Midra like as optional bosses. Okay, we gotta get Golden Vow. Not all remembrances? No, not all remembrances. Because, like, I don't care to fight bosses like Fortis Axia, you're really annoying, or fucking the Regal Ancestor Spirit. I don't care to get them away for those bosses. I fight Millennia as well. I'll fight Millennia. But yeah. Just like the actual ones that are fun to fight and actually are important, you know? L hoodie? This hoodie is nice. You take that back. Give him money to stream longer? No. More bosses would be tedious to too much travel time? Maybe. I'm one-handing this right now. Is there someone here who doesn't like Liza P that much? Maybe. When Liza P first came out, there was actually a lot of haters. Specifically when the demo came out and people played it because they were comparing it to Sekiro. And, like, the deflecting times and the dodging times are, like, not that forgiving. And I think people just didn't like it because of that. So, Liza P had a lot of haters. But now, like, over time, it's getting more love. I need that new Apple VR set. Imagine the riz of watching Yui in the club. Hell yeah. Your Beast Clogyman short helped me so much. Thanks. Did it. Nice. Cool. I remember making that short, yeah. Basically, you just keep dodging sideways, yeah. Until the overhead slammer attack comes. Because you just get like a really long opening every single time. So the Beast Cloakman is like way easier than Malekith. Ones that are fun to fight, but you do not like the Divine Beast? That is true, yeah. But like, I kind of just included Divine Beast and Rolano. And like all my runs, because they're at the beginning. So like, I just might as well, you know? I talk about like optional, like after I kill. Like those are the ones that I always kill. But in terms of like optional ones for the run, that I typically don't kill. Do you think Rolana is mid? No, she's okay. She can be kind of annoying. You seen Rusty's channel? Yeah, I've seen a couple of his videos, yeah. Does Cheat Engine teleport everywhere and finish the run in an hour? Maybe. Maybe when I get to that DLC, I'll go just teleport everywhere, because I have a video that I gotta make today, and I'm busy, so. The golden leaf shower? Yes. It's the golden shower. Liza P has a lot of delayed attacks, yeah, and all the delayed attacks are like fucking unblockable and undodgeable attacks as well. You have to like parry them perfectly. It's really cool. Gets pretty annoying. I'm digging that Jerry curl. Very Superman. Is it? It's unintentional if it is. Early today? I want to start streaming like an hour earlier. Because I'm streaming too late. I'm normally streaming like at 11 a.m. I want to stream earlier. I start streaming at 10. So I want to get into that habit. Anyway, here to pick up Flame, get me strength, and then go get Cragblade. Mr. Tilde. What's up, man? I should have lit up that grace. I should have lit up that grace. I should have lit up that grace. That was a mistake. The one time I actually walked past that grace, I swear, like, I never need that grace. So I was like, I didn't need it. Like, now the one time that I actually do need that grace. Because I want to come back. Unless I just gotta run all the way around. Actually, it might not be the worst thing in the world. Actually, it's not that bad. I can just go to the rocky balcony to go to the... That's fine. That's okay. Everything's fine. Wait, does this teleport me? What is exactly does this teleport me? The teleporter up here. What the hell, man? Delayed attacks are usually the openings for stamina regen and fast boss fights. Did this definition fits for Eliza P? No, like... Not really, no. I mean, like, every single delayed attack always ended in an opening. But, like... Might as well pick this up. Go away! The problem is, it was a delayed attack to the point where it was like slow, 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 pew. That was like the delayed attack. Like, every single one felt like that, and it was just like, it felt so cheesy. Like, when you ended up getting a deflect on those, like, delayed fury attacks, it felt really cool. But, like, every single time that you missed, it just felt cheap. Do you like Rusty's opinion? I've seen a couple of things. I disagree with, like, maybe half the things that he says, I guess. But, it's fine. What he says is still valuable to the community. He says his own opinions that... Oh my fucking gosh. And there's no stake America as well. Bro, I swear to God, I was looking at it. I was like waiting so I can dodge it. And then it just like tracks right towards you. What a fucking corny ass game. Does the termination buff both heavy attacks? Yes, it does, yeah. Messmer's Soldier Spear is amazing. Yes. Rusty has his opinion too much based on New Game Plus. Does he? I mean, he kind of incorporates like PvP to his lists as well. So yeah. Which is harder, Bloodborne or Lies of P? I think I had more problems with Bloodborne my first playthrough. But Bloodborne was like my like second Souls game that I played, so I was kind of shit. I think Lies of P is easier in the fact that it's harder to like fuck up making a build, and it's a lot more linear. With like Bloodborne and typically a lot of the other Souls games, a lot of the difficulty stems from the fact that you have to just figure out what the fuck to do and where to go. Like, just knowing where to go next. That's like... it's just so hard. The game doesn't explain shit to you. Whereas, like, Lies of P is, like, incredibly linear. Incredibly linear. It's just quite literally one area after the next. And all those levels themselves don't really have that, like, intricate level design or anything complicated. It's just, like, one smooth progression. And it's just very easy to navigate. And Lies of P is just very forgiving in a lot of things. Bloodborne, no respec? Yeah, it's very dated with a lot of different stuff. So yeah, probably Bloodborne's harder. By default. I mean, a lot of its difficulty might stem from the fact that it's more frustrating. So it's more frustrating difficulty, more so than, like, fun difficulty. When does quality become worth it? Like, it's 60-60, typically. It depends on the weapon. Sometimes it's, like, not even worth it. Cragblade or Roll not resolve? I typically like Cragblade better. What about the Claymore? Claymore, you probably... I think you're just always better off. If you're just two-handing, just going into strength all the way. This is going to be best. Until you get to like maybe like 60 dexterity and 60 intelligence, or 60 strength, then probably at that point a quality build is better. So maybe like at level like 200 or 250 or some shit, you know? Somewhere around about there. But before like that level, I would just not really bother. Why am I getting women's lingerie ads? Do you buy them? Maybe you should. Honestly, Yui beat the DLC with Vikes. That's not happening, champ. Nice little redirect. Anyway. Finally, we have Cragblade. I didn't pick up any more smithing tools, did I?
What's going on, Yui gang?
Cryptic, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well, champ. Flasks. Give me one of those. Hold up a second. Cragblade me. Thank you. Memory spell. Give me that. Ashes of War. Give me that. And we're good. We're cooking. We're cooking. Vike is an asshole? Why is Vike an asshole? What did Vike do? Let's go with that. Charged heavy attack. He might hit me, but I can trade out. Oh my god, as if I got staggered there. Where's my hyper ammo? Huge stance break. Oh, how did that happen? But once you get like things like the Spirit Talisman, we're gonna be doing so much fucking damage. We're going for it. Huge damage. This is big boy damage. This spear just fucks. It's probably the second best great spear in the game. What's so good about this weapon? It gets like the highest amount of damage with a charged heavy attack compared to all the other great spears. Like it can out damage the sword lance with a charged heavy attack build because it hits twice. It's basically a double hitting attack, so therefore it's good. What weapon will be a good pairing with the Waves of Darkness Ash of War? Unironically, this weapon right here. Pretty good. Does well. Add damage in the sword lance even in infusions? Yeah. It out damages the sword lance with, so specifically with charged heavy attacks, yeah. Any large weapon is going to pair nicely with Waves of Darkness. Thing is, with Waves of Darkness, it actually, the AoEs help proc Frost, which is pretty cool. Like every single AoE hit can actually help proc Frost. So going with the weapon with a good cold infusion does pretty well. And this thing actually does get a good cold infusion. I think it gets you like a B scaling in like strength and intelligence. Pretty cool. Something like that. Does nicely. The Turtle Pope is Marika. Is that true? Does it deal more damage than Braggart's Raw charge attack with Raw Medallion and Highland Axe? Probably... I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. But if you're doing that build, you're probably better off just going with the Knight Rider's Glaive because it can just get higher AR. And you get the same heavy attack, so. Actually, you're probably better off going with a Sword Lance there because a Sword Lance will just get you more damage. So yeah, that Braggart's Raw build is just better with a Sword Lance. So no, I think the Sword Lance can just add damage in that instance. Unless you're talking about the Sword Lance with Braggart's Raw, then yeah. Anyway, but obviously like Braggart's Raw charged heavy attack is like really long animation. So yeah. Yeah. What am I doing? Mine. Do I need mines? I don't know, might as well. Who cares? Tips for Avari's bouquet build. Yeah, go to your inventory, go all the way to melee armaments. You click on the button, click on discard, and then click OK. And then find a good weapon and use that instead. What's R2 do Great Sprues get on Barbaric Raw? I think it's like the bunch of just downward slams. I forget. Actually, it might be like the similar. It's like, I forget actually, with Barbaric Raw. With Braggart's Raw, I know it's like the poking attack. I don't know about Barbaric Raw though. The discard tech is OP? Yes. What's going on, Julio? How things, man? Okay, so we've got to go grab the Spirit Talisman, which is in this location. I could have picked up and bought the Smithing 2s off the guy. Might go back and get that stuff. There's actually a bunch of Smithing 2s in this area. And I have one right now, I believe. I just need 9 more. Got a favorite weapon in Dark Souls 3. Yeah. Probably the Demon Scar, maybe. Is the Morian Blade good in Dark Souls 3? Not really as a primary option. You just use a Morian Blade to boost your damage with Royal, not what do you call it? The Red Tearstone Ring. People thought Radagon was human and Radahn was his and Renala's son. Then how did people know Radahn was a demigod? But if people thought Radagon was human and Radahn was his and Renala's son, how did people know Radahn was a demigod? I never knew people knew that Radagon, or thought that Radagon was a human. Did people know that Radahn was a demigod? Who knew that Radahn was a demigod? Other than like other demigods. Maybe like that was a known fact afterwards. After like it was revealed that Radagon... I don't know. I'm not a lore guy. Somebody get the lore person on the phone. Running a quality build and I'm so underpowered. Maybe don't run a quality build. What's your level? Hope everyone appreciates you as much as you appreciate stance damage. Everyone should appreciate stance damage. It's good stuff. It says demigod slain when you kill Radahn. Does it? Level 70 and 25 in each dexterity and strength. I think at that point you're going to be better off going into a strength build. Well, it depends. Actually, your damage is going to mainly come from the level of your weapon, not really like the level of your stats. So, if you're like level 70, I recommend being like... putting all your points into vigor and stamina instead, honestly. Vigor and endurance. Like you don't really benefit of putting much points into like strength and dexterity until like way later. Like you shouldn't really be at that level right now. Like if you have 25 in dex and strength at level 70, that means you don't have much vigor. Like you need to have at least 40 right now. Vigor. At level 70. Then probably have like 20 endurance or 20 mind or some shit. Or 15 probably or both. What level am I at right now? 33. Is 50 vigor enough for Malekith? Yeah, it's good enough, yeah. Should be fine. Quality Claymore plus 20 with Stormblade? Oh, okay. Stormblade is going to get you more damage with the Dexterity infusion. But you're going to get more damage with your weapon with a Strength infusion. So just go like Strength infused. And it's two-hand weapon. You'll get like a lot more damage. What am I doing now? We have the Spirit Talisman. Let's go back and grab... Oh, I forgot to go... That's okay. I think I can buy a couple of smithing 2s of the other guy. And I can get some smithing 2s here. My hot take is that stance damage is one of the worst mechanics introduced in Elden Ring. Why do you say that? The only early game quality weapon that's good is the Bloodhounds... Oh, the Bloodhounds Fang? Even then, that's just more dexterity. Like, you benefit of going into a lot more dexterity before you start putting points into strength. And in the early game, same thing. Like, it's just... Until your weapon is decently leveled. At plus 20, you should benefit off going into strength and dexterity, but not with a quality build. You're not going to benefit much. I wouldn't bother with quality infusions until you get way later on. Anyway. So at this point, you just need buffs. So, like, you gotta get Golden Bow, Flame Gremmy Strength. You gotta get, like, the Strength tier. Two-hand the weapon. You just gotta get buffs. That's what you need right now. And I start putting a lot of points into Vigor so you can actually, like, just trade out with enemies and not just die in a second. 6 smithing 2s. I need 3 more. I know I can get some. I know where I can get some. Does a Lettuce Sword still not work with the Shard of Alexander? That is correct. It does not work still. When will the next ranking video be out? I'll try to get it out tomorrow, but it's not looking very likely. So maybe the day after tomorrow. Quality builds are just terrible? Yeah, I mean, like, mainly quality infusions are terrible. Not really quality builds, but, like, the infusion is pretty shite. It's a crab! Tight, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Is Nefeli's axe quality? The Stormhawk axe, I think it scales best. I forget. I think it scales best off maybe one. I forget, honestly. I may have talked about it in my my axe ranking video. I forget which one it scales best off. Are you gonna keep the Confessor drip? Yes. Did you start early today? Yes. Do you think Runox should be infinite? I think there should be a more consistent way of acquiring them. I think that every single boss should drop a Runok. That's what I think. If every boss dropped a Runok, that'd be really cool. That's like 200 Runoks extra. And every single merchant should sell like at least 5. Do you want Blood Gems to make a return to the next game? No, I don't like Blood Gem system. Because the thing is, Blood Gems was like an alternative to the infusion system. And infusion system is way better. You could potentially have both. The thing is, like, the annoying thing about the Blood Gem system is that it was super, like, RNG heavy, right? You had to do so much farming to acquire the correct Blood Gem that you wanted for your build. So, like, it depends what type of effects that the Blood Gems give. Because, like, typically, like, the Blood Gems, like, they're interesting. But, like, a lot of them are just, like, boring. It's like, oh, you just get more damage. Like, you get more damage to this enemy, but you do less damage to this one. And it's like, I don't know. Like, some of them don't really have, like, anything interesting or fun, you know? So, yeah. I know, like, that Lords of the Fallen actually had, like, this Blood Gem type of system. And it was actually pretty cool, because there weren't many. There weren't many different types of the Blood Gems. They were called, like, I forgot what they were called in that game. I forgot they were called. But there weren't many. And they're all, like, pretty useful. They were easy to acquire as well. And you just, like, slap them onto your weapon. And, like, obviously, it was the same thing, like, same concept. Like, different weapon had different slots. So, like, it does add to the build creation. But, I don't know. If you have, like, difference in cool, interesting features... with these Blood Gems, then it could make them more useful. But typically speaking, Blood Gems are just like, just shitter infusions. Like, I don't like Blood Gems at all. What's so special about these things heavy? It's a double poking attack. Boom, boom. Worst infusion overall? I think poison infusion is probably the worst one. I mean, poison infusion, I think the only use that poison infusion now has is because of the poison flower blooms twice. That's probably like the only use that it does have now with a build like that. But it's probably still the most useless infusion. I don't think there's anything useful about a poison infusion. Is there a sleep infusion? No. There is in fact not. But if there was, that'd probably be useless as well. Like, I think I use every other infusion more so than a poison infusion. Poison is ass in every game? That is not true. Dark Souls 2 poison is actually kind of overpowered. Dark Souls 2 poison is like the best status effect in that game. It's actually kind of insane. Poison and toxic is kind of correct. Like, everything is like weaker to poison in that game, and it just does like a lot of damage. +4. Where am I going? Let's go here. A larval tea should drop from every remembrance boss would be cool. The thing is that larval teas and like ancient dragonstones, like, do you know what would be nice? I keep saying this. I'm going to say it again every single time that larval teas or dragonstones are brought up. If we just had an end game boss rush game mode or some shit like that, or an arena. If I had like a PvE arena or a boss rush mode, some like PvE game mode, the rewards for those things could have been things like larval tears and dragonstones. Like, that just make perfect fucking sense. It could be like an end game activity, like after you beat the game or some shit, or maybe go into New Game Plus. Then you could just do these activities. And you could just get dragonstones and larval tears as rewards. But like, it would have to be for like the super hard content. Like, you have to do it in like a certain amount of time, or like do like some harder difficulty. And then you get these like, and you could just get them infinitely. It would just be fucking fun. But like, now the only way to actually get like a lot of larval tears and dragonstones is by just replaying the game like every day. And going through like New Game Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, when like New Game Plus is like the exact same thing. Cheeky Chicken, thank you for the follow. What do you mean, like a Sekiro boss gauntlet? Like anything. It could be a boss gauntlet. It could be like a horde mode where like you fight waves of enemies, and at the end of fighting all these waves of enemies, there's like bosses and shit like that, and there's different difficulty levels. Like, I don't know. There could be fucking anything. But yeah, boss gauntlet like is like a boss rush mode. Yeah. Big boy damage. You want to infuse it ideally for riposts. What is this for? The reward for other players should have included larval tears. The thing is, like, for online based things like co-op and PvP, that's where Covenant should have been a thing, you know? That's where Covenant should have been in play. And then Covenant rewards could have also extended to larval tears and stuff like that as well. So, if you had that mystery record for Golden Vow, do you want it Sacred or Keen Infused for a Dex build? If I put it on Sacred, it's going to increase Golden Vow, because I only have 15 Faith. Okay, so you want to have it, like, upgraded as well. Then you wanted to use it for, like, a riposte? I'm pretty sure you can have Golden Vow with a Lightning Infusion, can't you? Can't you do that, chat? Can't you have Golden Vow with a Lightning Infusion? Can't you have, like, Sacred-based skills Lightning Infused? Or am I tripping? Yeah? Okay, if you have a Dexterity build and you want to use and if you want to use Misericord as, like, a what do you call it? Riposting option. Like, after you get a stance break and switch to it, but you still want Golden Vow, then just have Golden Vow with a Lightning Infusion, because Lightning Infusion is going to scale best on Dexterity, and this is going to make you do more damage than a Keen Infusion with the riposts. So, there you go. You figured it out. Cragblade only? I won't do it. Not today. Might eventually do a Cragblade only run also. Be pretty funny. Might go get Golden Vow spell. Just non-elemental, I think. What do you mean? Lightning does more damage than Keen on crits on backstabs, right? Yeah. So all critical attacks, like, it's gonna scale off your AR. Because, like, with elemental builds, you're gonna get higher AR, more so than you would with, like, just regular, like, strength or dexterity infusions, right? But the thing is, it's gonna be doing split damage. And if you have two different damage types, then it's gonna go through two different layers of defenses, and you're probably just gonna be doing less damage. Why the Messmer Soldier Spear? Is it better than the heavy? Yeah, it's better than others? Yeah, I guess the better heavy attack. Gets the best heavy attack. And it does lots and lots of damage. I wish they make bosses harder in New Game Plus, like make Millennia do bleed and give her more... There's one thing they didn't do in this game is like improve the New Game Plus at all. But like they encourage you... they encourage you to go to New Game Plus, and they're super like adamant about it, because if you want to get more Dragon Stones or more lava tears, the only way to do it is by going into New Game Plus and just constantly like repeating their annoying as NPC quest lines. I don't know why that they decided to have that be an incentive. That was kind of silly. Like, if the New Game Plus was actually different, you could probably justify them having like the lava tears and Dragon Stones just be for New Game Plus. But like, it's just kind of silly. Gives more stance to enemies? Yeah, that's true, yeah. I thought I stance break the NPC for a second. I'm so confused. Watch this. Ready? You guys are nothing. You guys are nothing. You guys are nothing. You wasn't looking? Nothing happens. Pole Blade of the Bud? What about the Pole Blade of the Bud? Should have gotten Midri's corkscrew laser from his remembrance, not gonna lie. That would have been pretty cool. Are you gonna finish the Bob speed run? No. The run was cursed. Dark Souls 2 Remaster sounds like it's gonna be better than Elden Ring, I'm not gonna lie. A Dark Souls 2 Remaster? Isn't Scholar of the First Sin a Dark Souls 2 Remaster? I think Dark Souls 2 is a game where like a remaster is not gonna really change much. Can we get a bunny butchering knife ash run? No. It was going so good? Yeah, it was going okay, but I don't know. It crashed the stream, so therefore I don't care for it anymore. Okay. What are you doing here? Why don't you just despawn? What a loser. He hits me and then runs away. As I was gonna fight him. What a bum. Wish they made bosses harder in New Game Plus. The game makes my parents get divorced, makes me lose my job. Yeah. How's the run? Yeah, it's gone pretty smoothly, as it should be, you know. We're just spamming heavy attacks, and heavy attacks are broken in this game, so. Death Blight should have just been a mix between bleed and poison. Yeah, like they're kind of like, they're not really like creative when it comes to like status effects, right? Like every single status effect is just like damage over time, or a flat damage over time. Or like a flat damage amount instantly. So I was like, you can do different things. Like you can have other things. You can have like a status effect that like results in an AoE explosion. Or you can have a status effects that like debuffs them to make them take more damage with specific sorcerers, or like, I don't know, there's so many ideas that you could have for a status effect, and they just don't feel like they, I don't know. None of it seems interesting. Except for like sleep, I guess.
And dedication to this
and
game
that one
are
is like
super
shit.
admirable. Keep it up.
Because like nobody can be procced with sleep. It's like, and like, I don't know. And sleeping is just like a worse version of stance breaking. Your contributions and dedications to this game are super admirable. Keep it up. Thank you, Jimmy. W is my guy Jimmy with a $5 donation. Thank you, man. I'm getting very unlucky with my timing of the messages being seen by Yui. Probably think I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I don't think you're dumb. What did you say, buddy? Why is anybody answering his question? Why does I have to answer all the questions? Help me. Jimmy is a paid actor? No. No. Imagine if Deathblight gave you a heart attack IRL. Yeah. What can you do with Frenzy though? Not really much status effects you can get there. With Madness? See, Madness could have been one of those things where like, if you proc Madness on somebody, it just does like a Madness like AoE attack, and it's like, just does like a high damaging AoE. And it's like, fucks up all enemies in the surrounding area. And if like enemies are inflicted by that Madness effect, enemies that die to it also explode. So it's like, I don't know. Something fucking cool. They need to have like actual like interesting abilities. And this doesn't seem like there is. Their status effects are very basic. They don't really go that hard. They don't really go that hard. Let me touch your hair. Sure. I just got here. Why are we starting already? How would you go about a Cragblade only run? I don't even know. Maybe you probably get the most amount of damage with the Cragblade with the Giant Crusher. It's just like Giant Crusher Cragblade maybe. Okay, stay still. Oh my god. That's so fun. Please stagger him. Oh, that was close. We don't want Madness to work like Bleed because that's what Bleed does. Yeah, they just need to be more creative. I don't know. Like, just think of ideas. Like, I don't know. I think everyone could just, if they just had the time to think about an actual, like, unique status effect. Just go, like, look at other games and look at what cool, like, effects and abilities that other games have. Where they're cool, like, effects and shit. And just figure it out. Just steal something. That's like... I did the same thing again. I forgot to use the fully charged attack. I let go of the button. You guys saw nothing. This is the stuff that I'm talking about when it comes to like just innovating more. Because like people always just want like the same game for some reason. And they always want like just sequels of these games. And they just want like the same formula and shit. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to like innovative stuff. Like just different shit. Like different formulas or like different gameplay mechanics and stuff. Like I don't know. Like something that feels different. Like why don't we talk about this shit? Whatever. Everyone's like, I wish we could have like deflecting back or have like trick weapons. Like, why not have something better? Like, they could make something better than that. They could do better. I don't know. Does a small chunk of damage like Bleed does the percentage is the total HP, then you start losing HP over time for like 5 seconds? That's like the same thing. It's just like damage over time still. Best weapon for a lightning infusion. I get this question every day. DS2 gave us power stance, DS3 had weapon arts. They do innovate, but not enough. Yeah, they do innovate. I'm just like asking about like why the community wants them to like not innovate. That's what I'm asking. Like, community is always just like, do the same thing again. Bring back this. Bring this back. Like, why do we want the same shit that we already got in the previous game? It's like, I think From Software in the next game, they're going to innovate a whole ton. Like, I think that they're just not going to do the same formula again. That's what I think. I'm just confused why the community doesn't think that, or why the community wants the same shit. And the community will be like, oh my god, the reskinned bosses. Why the reskinned bosses? Why are we bringing back all these enemies? It's like, bring back trick weapons. It's like, why? Why? Why am I here? What am I doing? Let's go get my stuff. Anyway, once they recreate the same experience feeling, they're scared of change. Are they? Bring back mimics? That'd be funny. I'm surprised they actually didn't bring back any mimics in the DLC. I wonder why they didn't. Nostalgia for Bloodborne and Sekiro? Sekiro nostalgia? Sekiro wasn't that long for it to be nostalgia. Surely not. It was 5 years ago. Is that considered nostalgia at this point? Damn. Chat, are we getting old? Why am I here? What am I doing? Bell bearing. 12. 12. Cool. If Miyazaki doesn't try a bunch of new shit after Elden Ring, I'll be confused. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. They're gonna try. I don't know. I talked about it as saying like they should like move on from like the traditional Souls formula, and people got mad at me for saying that. Oh, I need a smithing too. Chat, can get so much more damage. Five years is basically a century? Maybe. Sci-fi Souls is my hope with aliens and more great ones. Mm-hmm. Purchase! No, wrong one, you idiot. I'm wasting my money. So what's the best quality weapon? Okay, like all weapons that can be infused, like 99% of them are like that can be infused are gonna eventually be good with a quality infusion. If we talk about the infusion, they're all gonna be good with a quality infusion, but only once you get to really, really late levels. If you're talking about a build that's just good if you're gonna level up both strength and dexterity, then things like Bloodhound's Fang is gonna be really good. Like Bolter Grand Sex does have a higher strength and dexterity requirement, even though it scales best of dexterity. Probably that one too. Yeah, Dragon Halberd's really good. These are like Sombra based weapons that just have these scalings that don't really, that can't be like, you know, can't be infused, so you can't change them up. And they're gonna be easier to upgrade, right? Because they're Sombra based. And to answer somebody else's question earlier, the best lightning weapon, typically the best lightning weapon would be like the ones that gets really high base damage. So just go like look at what weapon class that you want to play with, whether it be like spears, axes, hammers, whatnot, and just go look probably like at the Fextra Life and just go look at the weapons and look at which ones get like the highest base damage and just probably go with that one. Because typically that's the one's going to get you the most damage. Sometimes you want to value things like moveset and stuff, but or range. But yeah. There's not really going to be like a particular weapon that's just going to be like, it just gets bonus damage to the lightning infusion. It doesn't really work like that, you know? So, and being that dexterity scales of like, in lightning scales of dexterity, you probably want to go with a more dexterity based weapon, at least like something that doesn't have like a high strength requirement. So if you don't really want to put it on a colossal weapon, let's say. So, basically those things. Congrats on all the new subscribers. Thank you, Seb. I haven't really been getting many lately, but this is all about since the DLC releasing, then yes. How is PvP only status pointless? It has a point to be used in PvP. What are you talking about here? Like Deathblight and shit? It's even, but Deathblight is even useless in PvP though. I was talking about Madness. Then Madness is, yeah, it's fine, it's whatever. It would be nice if they could have thought of something to work in PvE. That would have been cool. But yeah, Madness is useful. What am I doing now? Let's go kill Radahn. I don't know. Anyway. There are like some weapons in the game that are basically just like meant for PvP, or some skills that are just meant for PvP. And like they're probably just designed for that. So yeah. But like I feel like, but in terms of like the status effects, it would have been nice if they could implement a thing that could have made it work differently in PvE. So like, I don't know. I guess like the alternative was just like not making it at all, right? So it's like you either have one or you just don't. And then just decided to make one for PvP, so. What's your favorite ending? I guess the Frenzied Flame one, I don't know. It's like it's the most interesting one, I don't know. I didn't care for any of the endings because we don't really see the aftermath. We just like see like a 30-second cutscene of like something moving in slow motion that has like 2 different scenes and like that's it. Nothing really happens. So I don't think I have a favorite ending. Like none of the endings feel like satisfying. It's like, damn. This really capped it off. Like everything when it comes to like the main story of the game is just like, it's just like open for interpretation, right? It's like, wonder what happens past this point. Like nothing really gets explained. So you basically just pick the one that looks the coolest because, yeah. I'm like a big lore guy, so I don't really know like, oh, I don't like really like start to theorize about what's happened afterwards or whatnot, so I don't really care. That's just me though. Dark Souls 3 endings are superior. They probably have like the coolest looking ones. They probably have some more stuff going on there. Is the stream stuttering? Oh, it crashed again. Why is it doing that? Oh, I don't understand. Why can't you just like be normal? And like it doesn't even crash on fucking YouTube. Like it stutters for a second. Maybe it like up like a delayed, maybe like the delay. Maybe I don't know. What happened with yesterday's stream? It crashed just like it did right now. But it crashed on both websites, and it crashed like twice in a row. So I just ended the stream. What am I doing right now? We have a plus 13 weapon. That's pretty good. I forgot to put on. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have any faith for the Golden Veil spell anymore. Everything is gonna be fine. Okay, Spirit Talisman, Axe Talisman. I want to do an early DLC to get the 2-handed Talisman. That'd be cool. Big boy damage. Big boy damage. Do your transformation. Oh, we're gonna one cycle him, surely. Surely one cycle him. Surely. No! Is it Twitch or your PC? I think it's like something to do with my PC. Like it has to be my PC. How long does Cragblade last? A minute. A minute. Almost. Gonna change the roll, not resolve? Yeah, probably will. Ads were for a full minute and I missed the fight. Damn. Damn. That's unfortunate. Oh, what's up, Tony? How things, man? I think it's something wrong with my... It's either OBS or my PC that ends up crashing the stream. Because it's not my internet. Because I don't have, like, internet issues outside of this. So I don't know what it is. Like, I don't see, like, there's anything, like, fucking up on the internet. So I don't even know. I don't think it is an internet thing. Alexander does get to live because we're just doing charged heavy attacks. Good for him. Okay. Time to use those streamer doubloons and upgrade your rig. Probably, yeah. Might need to buy a new PC. That's probably my objective for this year. Might as well buy a whole brand new PC. get rid of this one. Because, like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure, I don't know. It's getting old, like, I've been using it for a couple years. It's not like, it doesn't feel like dated or anything. But, like, it's just having problems. It's my GPU, I got a 3080. So I don't know. And like the 50 series of cards are coming up, but like they're like so just stupidly expensive for no reason. I don't know why these things are so expensive. I don't understand. Like they're 10% better. It's like this is gonna help you play this. Like I'm just gonna play like in 1440p. Like I don't care. Like, I was gonna play 1440p. I play 60 FPS. 120 max. I don't really care. I don't need like the fanciest of the GPUs. I'm gonna do this. I want to like redirect it and hit with the second one and miss to the first one because the second one does most of the damage and end up messing. That's fine. Nice counter hit. We take those. Good buff. That's what I'm talking about. Why am I using this? A 3080 is like a 4070. Is it now? It doesn't feel like my GPU is that bad at all. I forgot to go get the gold Scarab Talisman. I have seen the recent stuff about the Bloodborne emulator. I'll go play it when it's like finished. Or at least like just decently playable. I've never fought Radahn at day before. You fight Radahn at day when you go use the skip. So if you do the skip to get to Radahn, then you could go do it. But he's intended to be fought at nighttime. What's the best quality Ash of War? Well, like, Stormblade is technically a quality Ash of War, but I think it scales best off dexterity. But if you talk about infusible weapons, and an infusible, like, Ash of War, then a pro Stormblade, Stormcaller does well. But, like, anything that hits, I don't know, you could just throw in, like, Lion's Claw, and, like... Yeah, Vacuum Slice is nice. I think Stormblade is a better projectile. But, like... Lion's Claw is just gonna scale off your AR, so, like, there's no, like... I don't know. There's not many things that just scale off strength and dexterity. They'll scale up the weapon level, so... New to Elden, this game is crazy complicated. Yeah, I guess it could be very daunting for newer players. Like, just trying to, like, explain shit to newer players sometimes, and it's like... This is what it's like. If you haven't played, like, the other Souls games, and you go back into this one, and it's like, damn.
Oh, majestic!
Is Stamp Upward Cut useful? How does it compare to Lion's Claw? It can, like, send smaller enemies flying. And it could do, like, similar stance damage to Lion's Claw and, like, similar time and animation. But, like, Lion's Claw is just gonna, like, be quicker to use, easier to use, and much more hyper armor. So, I don't think it's even, I don't know. It's decent, but, like, Lion's Claw is just way better. Because it's just faster, does, like, the same damage and stance damage and, like, a quicker animation with as much more hyper armor. So it's like, there's no point of actually using Stamp. Maybe Stamp is probably more useful for like PvP, I guess. I don't know. It would be cool if like Stamp had like the option of when you Stamp, you could do either the sweeping attack or the upward cut with like different inputs, like with either the light attack or the heavy attack. I don't know. Who knows? Plus 13 spear. Is that what I... Is that right? Plus 13? Yeah, that's right, yeah. Your GPU is fine? Yeah. There's something going on with my PC. Like, the fact that it's either OBS or it has to be my PC. Because, like, it has to be my PC. But it only happens when I'm streaming, though. Like, my controller will disconnect and, like, my camera will freeze. Or, like, this OBS will just, like, end the stream or like always be connection problems. So I'm not sure if that's just my PC. Anyway. Lion's Claw is the best quality Ash of War. Like in Lion's Claw is like probably the best damaging Ash of War with any build. You compare it with a quality build, or with a faith build, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you use. Wing stance too. Wing stance is paired with any build because you're hitting the weapon directly. It doesn't scale off a particular stat. It just scales off the weapon. So whatever like damage the weapon is doing is what damage the Ash of War is going to be doing if you're hitting with it directly. It's only going to scale off a particular thing if it's a projectile Ash of War. And sometimes it even scales off the AR, so... That's mainly for like Sombra-based weapons, not for infusible ones. Bruh, there's a smithing 5, there's a smithing 6. I don't need smithing 6s. Yui is so cool, not gonna lie. Thank you, Iono. I think so too. Bro is a nerd? Probably, yeah. Julian, what's up? What's going on? Sims 3 playthrough when? Tomorrow. The Raging Wolf set plus the Claymore goes hard. Nice. The Giant's Memories and DS2 were so cool. Sad they didn't do anything like that again. The Giant's Memories. Yeah, they're okay. Kirisu, what's up, man? What's going on? The run is going pretty smoothly, but it's like just heavy attack spamming. Obviously. And it's doing well. It does good damage. Oh, not good. Not good for me. Hold up a second, champ. He tries a guard counter, but he gets hit by the second one. What a loser. What a clown. Yui hates admitting that Dark Souls 2 did something well. I actually don't mind Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 did some things well. I think Dark Souls 2 did a lot of things well. The thing is, with Dark Souls 2, they just did so many things that like half of them were shit and half of them were good. Like Dark Souls 2 is like, we have 1,000 different ideas. Let's try all of them. Which is fine. Because without Dark Souls 2 being like innovative and like different, we didn't get some of the cool shit that we get today. So yeah. Yeah. Does the fully charged combo not proc the multi-hit talismans? It should. I mean, it would, obviously. It's probably not going to proc them that quickly, though. I might still benefit of using it, but I think I benefit more of using these talismans right now. And when I get the two-handed talisman, I'm probably going to benefit more of that one. So. But I could get, like, the regular sword insignia after killing this boss. Yui suffers from the weapon is only good when I'm winning syndrome. No, I can still see the vision of some weapons despite me losing sometimes, you know? There's sometimes I'd be like, I'm just playing shit, the weapon's not that bad. There's been times where that's happened. Not often, because obviously I'm goated at the game. Why is DS2 considered the worst Souls game? I don't know anything about it and I haven't played it. Mainly because it's like it's an overall just frustrating experience when it comes to like just navigating the world. Because like a lot of like the enemies and the game doesn't really give you like as many necessary tools to try and counteract these like gang spanks. And some of the bosses can be very just mediocre and just mid. The game doesn't really look that visually pleasing to a lot of different people. There's like a lot of clunkiness involved. So, yeah. Give me something good. That's gonna hit me. I knew it. I knew it. Nice lag. They seem like a survival horror game with the kites in the enemies? Yeah, probably. I'm going for the full combo. The hype Brahma didn't kick in that much, clearly. I'm going for the whole combo. There's no way. I couldn't even see his health bar. I keep forgetting about the gold scarab talisman. Titanite Demon hitbox? Yeah, Dark Souls 1 hitboxes can be pretty sus. I don't think there's any enemy worse than the Titanite Demon when it comes to like shitty hitboxes. That one is just an absolute, just an egregious fucking mess. The thing is, the main problem with like Dark Souls 2 hitbox, like all the hitboxes in most of the games can be kind of shit, right? But the thing is, with Dark Souls 2 hitboxes, what makes them like annoying is that there's like a hitbox for like everything. Like sometimes when enemies like charge at you, sometimes there won't be like a hitbox, or like sometimes if like they just swing their hand around, it won't hit you, right? There won't be a hitbox there. But for Dark Souls 2, like everything gets like a hitbox, and you get hit by everything. So like it makes it annoying. And obviously like there's the clunkiness of like grab attacks. Like grab attacks, it will just like lock onto you for some reason. Or like you'll look like you dodged it on your screen, but it doesn't, and there's like a little like lag and delay. It just doesn't look right. Like it's just like not visually right. So the game just has some weird issues in that area, at least. Anyway. Most annoying aspect of Dark Souls 2 was a stun duration. Yeah. Yeah, your character was just shit. Like the protagonist in Dark Souls 2 was just like, he was so underpowered. Bro was just shit. Like there's no other way to say it. Like he was just bad. Like the Dark Souls 2 protagonist was just shit. Like he was so clunky, slow. He got like no airtime with his jumps. He fell like 10 feet. You took so much fall damage. You get hit in the head. You get staggered for like 10 million fucking seconds. You like sprint for like 3 seconds. You ran out of stamina. You swing like a greatsword twice. Your entire stamina bar is gone. You need like an adaptive. You need an entire stat just to get more iframes. It's like the way you drink your flask. It's just so slow to drink a flask. Trying to open a chest, you get no iframes. Opening a fog door, no iframes. Like the protagonist just fucking sucks. Like he just sucks. You can actually climb ladders quickly in Dark Souls 2. You can sprint up ladders. So Dark Souls 2 protagonist can climb ladders quickly. That is true. Most annoying enemy in Elden Ring? Dogs. Every single dog in every single game. That's the answer to every single one of those questions. Yeah. Anyway, durability sucked? Yeah, durability is kind of annoying too, yeah. Tell us how you really feel? That's how I really feel. Okay, where am I going? Let's go to the Gold Scarab Talisman. Your protagonist sucked, not mine. Dark Souls 2 tortures were a limited time. Yeah, it's like the game was designed for your character to just be more frustrating to play with. I returned to Yui complaining. Yeah, I mean, the chances of you returning when I'm complaining is about 80%, so... It is what it is. See you, Merzel. You have a good one, man. That's what makes Dark Souls 2 great. I mean, for some people, they might like that aspect of it. They might like the... I don't know. I could see why it might be appealing for some people. But like, same thing, you could see why people just don't like that stuff, you know? So... Like, I can see why people will like Dark Souls 2 the best. But I can see why people just despise that shit. Like, I just see both. I see both. Anyway. Make the jump. Oh, not good for you, boy. I lived. Anyway. Worst aspect for me was the directionality of the character. You basically move in 6 directions. Yeah, it was better than 4 directional movement, but... Also, another thing, you couldn't, like, redirect your attacks with a lot of different weapons. It was just, like... You get, like, locked into, like, animations, and you basically, like, were forced to, like, lock on in a lot of different engagements, and the lock-on was just shit as well, right? Especially if you find, like, larger bosses. The camera just didn't feel like it kept up as quickly as some of the other games. Basically, your character was just, like, just nerfed. They just, like, nerfed the fuck out of the protagonist. But there were, like, lots of really cool, like, weapons and spells and stuff that you could use to, like, you know... And the build creation was, like, really good. Like, the game gave you lots of different tools to, like, fuck up bosses really quickly. Now, does the game explain a lot of those things? No. It doesn't. Like, if you're going through Dark Souls... I don't think there's, like, a harder game going through a game blind than Dark Souls 2. Like, if you just have no idea about any of the games, go through any of them blind. I think Dark Souls 2 is going to be like the most annoying one. What is the glazed... I don't know. People just like to glaze me. Leave them alone. Let's not forget the health reduction at every death. That is true, yeah. Your health went down every single time that you died. Add it to the list. Should I go grab the multi-hit talisman? Nah, I'm not gonna bother. Here's the Clean Rots Night Killer. I mean, I should have killed these enemies ages ago, but I don't even know why I buffed that many times as well. What's the difference between poise and toughness? I think like toughness is probably hyper armor. I think that's what people refer to. It might be like the same thing. Like I think poise and toughness is like the same thing. Why do you have the Black Steel Great Hammer in the B tier? It add damages all the other Great Hammers with the Faith Infusions. It only add damages all the other Great Hammers with a Sacred Infusion, not a Faith Infusion. Because typically, like, you're not going to get as much. You might get, like, just as much damage. But it's still going to be its only use. Because mainly you're going to be going with a Flame Art Infusion. And if you're going to go with a Flame Art Infusion, and because you're going to be going through the base game for, like, most of the game, right? And you probably want to be at a Flame Art Infusion. Because a lot of the bosses resist the holy damage. And if you're just going to go with a Flame Art Infusion, you're probably just better off going with something else that gets higher base damage. So, yeah. I think like the Brick Hammer with a Flame Art Infusion could just out-damage it. It'd be like less AR, but that's because it's doing 3 different types of damage. The Black Steel Great Hammer. I talked about it in the video, I believe. It could get similar. It depends who you're fighting. Like, obviously, if you're fighting enemies like resist the holy damage, then it might be less. If you're fighting them that's pretty neutral, it's probably going to do more. But either way, it's just going to be useful for Faith Infusions. And its guard counter is too inconsistent, in my opinion, for it to be that good. So I think just B tiers. Did I put it B tier? It probably could have been A tier, I don't know.
Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
I don't know. That's alright. Stay still. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Is that a stance break or is that second phase? That's a stance break. That's second phase. Boom, boom. Another stance break. Hit him in the back. Boom. Oh, why is every single enemy that's been like one shot the entire playthrough? I can't get like these satisfying kills. Oh, and I missed. It's so difficult to die when you have lots of healing. What, a Dark Souls 2? I mean, the healing is really slow. I forgot to switch to the Gold Scarab Talisman. Basically a no Scarab Talisman playthrough. No, the Brick Hammer does not do more fire damage than the Black Steel. Doesn't it? Maybe it is the best for Faith Infusions then. Maybe it could be A tier. I still wish the God counter was actually more consistent though. Weapon doing a double peg make it do more stance damage? No, it does not make it do more stance damage. It makes it do the same amount of stance damage, it's just more damage in general. We could try and pair it with like a status effect build, right? Wait, if I go with like a bleed infusion or something, it'd probably just end up resorting to like a quality scaling. Probably. Maybe. Would a divine infusion on the gargoyle's halberd work? Oh god, what the fuck? Oh, divine infusion on a gargoyle's halberd be good? I would not bother with it, no. Divine is like the most useless infusion. You just like leave it just regular infused. If you wanted to go with like a faith or like an intelligence build, just use like crystal magic weapon or like fucking sunlight blade. There's like going regular standard infusions are fine because like one, you don't have to like farm anywhere near as much. I'm just gonna go teleport. I'm not doing this running shit today. What is Divine again? Well, in Dark Souls 1, it was like a, I don't know, you just did more damage against like fucking Black Knight or some shit. I forgot it did more damage against. It was like something stupid. No, Divine is the skeletons, right? Yeah, Divine, Occult is against the, no, Divine is skeletons. Fuck. I wouldn't bother. Yeah, it's still useless. It's just the skeletons. And you can just pick up like a Divine club in Analondo, and you could just like downgrade it to a Divine club, and you could just use that to kill the skeletons if you wanted to. Because it comes already +5 upgraded. And the materials in Dark Souls 1 and trying to upgrade and shit is just awful. Awful, awful, awful. But the game basically gives you like a +5 Divine weapon for free. So, yeah. Just use that. And the club is not that bad. It is not that bad. Yui is Divine. Thank you. It's not totally useless with weapons with innate lightning damage. This is the most unbalanced boss in the game. It's hard to master like Millennia. Bit melts faster than any other boss. Yeah, I think Morgoth is probably the most complicated boss in the entire game outside of Millennia. I think Millennia's probably like the only other one for the base game at least. And then it's probably like in terms of the DLC, then it's Rolana. So like Rolana. Yeah, Rolana, Millennia, Morgoth. Those are like the bosses that are like most annoying to like learn and memorize their movesets. The Godskin enemies unironically as well. Like Godskin can be super fucking cringe. And you kind of like, you fight like the Godskin Apostle like the same way as you fight those bosses. Like you don't really like just stay close to them and just dodge their movesets. You have to like bait out attacks. Because like if you're close to these bosses, they just have like these never ending combos. But like what you gotta do is like just sit like at a further distance, like at a certain type of distance, to where like you bait out an attack to where like they have like a finishing combo. Because like the closer you are, like the more like aggressive they kind of are and they just keep attacking. So that's probably why they're like they're just so annoying. Because you just gotta memorize like not just like their combos, but you gotta memorize what combos they do at certain like positions that you're in. Like sometimes if you're close to them but a bit to the left, they do a certain attack. If you're a bit further back, they'll do a certain attack. If you're behind them, they'll do a certain attack. There's like so much things. Why isn't Radahn mentioned? Because Radahn is like literally less RNG heavy than Rolana. And even pre-nerf. Even pre-nerf Radahn was literally more easily predictable than Rolana. Rolana had so many more mix-ups than Radahn. Radahn doesn't have many mix-ups. Rolana is just way more complicated as a boss. Is it even possible to no-hits Godskin Noble at the Liurnia's Divine Tower? Yeah, it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. Less branching movesets. He doesn't have like as many like 50-50s. Like he always has like branching movesets, but like with Rolana, she will have like these ones where it's like she will either stop attacking or continue attacking. There's like a lot of that happening, which is the same thing as like Millennia. Like Millennia will either continue the chain or like just stop the chain. Same thing. Whereas like Radahn doesn't really do that. Except for like a couple of attacks. He might just do like an extra swing or some shit like that. But like he won't do like an entire brand new fucking combo. Like as soon as he finishes one attack, like one combo, you get the opening there. Whereas Rolana, Millennia, Morgoth, they typically, not really as much Morgoth. But Rolana and Millennia are definitely like that. So, yeah. If you want to know why, But if you don't believe me, you can go do like a level 1 run with like a shit-ass weapon. Let's go do like a level 1 run with a shit-ass weapon, or probably do like a +0 run. Then go fight these bosses, and you will like understand like, oh. It's like, why the fuck? It's like you can't figure it out sometimes. It takes a while. Just trying to like memorize their movesets. At the mat stops already? Yeah. We're just running through the game at this point. I could have picked up the smithing 7s there. It doesn't matter. We're doing so much damage. We're just doing like a regular casual quick playthrough because I got a video to make and I'm busy today. So like we're just going to do like some really quick casual playthrough. Can't decide what to play next. Another Elden Ring build or hard mode Sekiro. And bash my head. Whatever makes you happy, champ. Why does Tarnish just randomly fight and kill everyone without ever... What happened to like the fog? It just went away. Okay. Anyway, that was weird. I wasn't like looking, I was like sort of my corner of my eyes, like the fuck? I forgot what I was saying now. That was weird. You guys say that shit? Or am I just tripping? Was that anyone that saw that? Prime Owl stops a charge overhead attack if you go behind him, terms and shits on you. Tripping? Yeah, what was that? I half saw it. Guys aren't even paying attention to the game. In Dark Souls, everyone is hollow crazy, so you defend yourself, unlike here. I mean, to be fair, they kind of like pop off on side as well, right? So... Focus on Yui's nose. Let's go record it, see what happened there. Go look at it back. I want to go to the DLC early to get the two-handed talisman. I need to go get that. I want 15% more damage for free for like no reason. I can't believe they added like a talisman that just gives you like free damage. Like, shit's crazy. They really added free damage to talisman. Okay, plus 13. I could get this to like plus like 18 or 19, maybe even 20, right? Forget some more smithing 7s. The 200 talisman? Yeah, the 200 talisman, yeah. It's just free damage. And it's 15% free damage as well. It's just free. But I guess it costs 1 talisman slot, so maybe not free. Basically free. Dark Souls still has a ring that gives you free damage. Yeah, Dark Souls has lots of free damage rings. In Dark Souls 2, like, you got most of your damage off fucking rings. Like, you get more damage off your rings than you actually would by leveling up your stats. Like, leveling up your stats, like, didn't really give you much returns. Like, scalings in those games are kind of weird. I suppose so, like, getting certain types of rings just made you get so much more damage. Because it always gave you, like, a flat amount. Which is, like, another reason why, like, quicker weapons are really good in that game. Because, like, all these rings gave you, like, flat AR. And not, like, percentage-based AR. And, like, obviously, flat AR is just gonna be better with quicker weapons. And the Flynn's ring exists. And the Flynn's ring is just, like, here's, like, just a bunch more fucking damage just by having the lower equipment load. Let's go upgrade this bad boy. Rings are cool. They go on your fingers. With talismans, you gotta carry a pouch. It's because they called the game Elden Ring, and they couldn't have rings anymore. Rings are cooler, but the thing is, talismans have like cooler looking designs. Like some of these talismans actually look pretty cool. They could be like more interesting and unique types of designs, whereas like rings, you're obviously limited in being a ring. So, started Liza P so far. It's good, but any recommendations? Yeah, just keep like just keep on like just experimenting, I guess, between different types of handles and blades. Like obviously you're only gonna level up your blade, so you can just try it with a bunch of different handles. Typically like good combinations would be like using like a large blade with a smaller handle, or using like a larger handle with a smaller blade. Does pretty well. Things like deflecting or perfect blocking is very important. In terms of your skill tree, to obviously just prioritize things like pulse cells. I wouldn't really bother going into an advanced build, because you already get status effects with like every single type of build anyway with the grindstones. So yeah. I don't know what other tips I have right now. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Also, the boss weapon materials are not that abundant. And you get them later in the game as well, so I wouldn't really stress it too much. But they're really fun though. They're like the most fun weapons though. 5, what do I have right now? Plus 15. What's my shit at? Plus 13. I need 7. 7 of those. I need more runes. Keep normal rolls. Yeah, you can actually be heavy loaded in that game. If you're heavy loaded in that game, it's not even that big of a deal. Like you get like less stamina recovery speed, and your dodge is not like as good, but it's not that noticeable. So being heavy is perfectly fine. As long as you're not very heavy. Tips for a bare fist only build. Don't. Almost plus 20 if I picked up one more smithing 7, which there's a smithing 7 next to like the golem here at the freezing lake, but I'm not bothered, who cares. It's not like my damage sucks. I gave up on the Liza P, the Door Guardian. That was literally like, that's the final area of the game. But the Door Guardian does suck ass, so I don't blame you. But you basically have like 3 bosses left. Maybe 4. Depending on what ending you want to go for. I mean, like all the bosses are in that one location. I typically don't like Area 11 much. Like, I started off really cool. It's like, oh, damn, we got to fight in, like, this cool-ass, like, beach. And then, like, you just kept running. Then it's like, oh, I gotta fight, like, in another, like, weird-ass castle. And fighting, like, the same enemies that I fought already. Some other, like, different ones, but... about the same shit. I'm going to do a Golem Fist run. Yeah, I will do a Golem Fist run eventually, yeah. Once I get closer to ranking the fists. I think we got the Great Spears next and the Halberds after that. Then after the Halberds, I think it's the Scythes and then like the Claws and Fist and shit like that. And like the Whips. Can you do Bloody Hellas? I did a Bloody Hellas run like a long time ago. I did like an Obsidian Lamina run, which is like it's the worst version. So that was before the buff as well. Did you ever figure out what P was lying about? Well, P is Pinocchio, and you lie about a lot of stuff in the game. I'm gonna try and stagger him out of it. Oh, would you look at that? Sometimes I'm just good. Where you going, buddy? Where you going? Okay, that's just cheating. I don't know why he gets to do that for. That was so close. He's gonna do a thing. He didn't do a thing. I love that attack so much. We'll heal up. Be responsible. Die. Die. Why am I fighting this guy? I didn't know. I could potentially go like the Thorny Cracks tier or something. I don't know. That's like just 20% damage if I'm just constantly attacking. There's like a bunch of smithing 8s in the next area, and I can get some more. I don't care. I guess the runes doesn't hurt anybody. Our viewing pleasure? Yeah, normally I kill him so I can go to the Consecrated Snowfield to get the early Somberstone, but like I don't need Somberstones. The Somber Dragonstone. People know Pinocchio for the Disney movie, but the original story is extremely dark. Well, like basically every single Disney movie is like an interpretation of a really dark movie or a really dark story. Just turning it into a children's story. Honestly, a lot of children's stories kind of work like that. Even like a bunch of nursery rhymes are just like all just like, you can like look them up. They're all just like really dark. DLC before Fire Missoula? We'll see. We'll see. Like a bunch of like just stories like that were turned into like children's movies. Everyone would fucking complain about them, but like, you know, back in the days I didn't give a fuck. There's like wars and shit all the time. There's a bunch of fucking world problems. And we live in pretty peaceful times, so people don't really think about it much. We're doing some big boy damage. You know what? Who needs Royal Not Resolve when I can get Stance Breaks? Stance Breaks are just better. Fuck Royal Not Resolve. Ring Around the Rosie is about the bubonic plague? Yeah. It is probably like just fun stories to like help kids just get over the whatever problems they were dealing with. I guess that's what they're for. I've seen some people say that the Fire Giant was worse than the Bed of Chaos. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. Bed of Chaos is like the worst boss From Software has ever made. I don't think it gets worse than that. DS1 bosses are by far the easiest. I think Demon Souls bosses are a bit easier, but yeah, the older games are typically easier. Like most of the difficulty of the older games comes from like going from boss to boss, because like obviously like there's longer checkpoints, and then people realize that like, you know, they'd rather have more difficult bosses with like closer checkpoints. People just don't like run backs, like that they don't like boss run backs and like having to run back through areas. So like, okay, so now what we've got to do instead now is actually add more checkpoints, but just make the game harder. So that's what they've done. It's like the enemies are now harder, the bosses are now harder, but here's all the checkpoints in the world. Bed of Chaos with no secret checkpoint is such a pain. Yeah, I mean the bus run back wasn't like the worst thing, but I don't know, it's kind of shit. There's worse boss runbacks than the Bed of Chaos. Because like at least the Bed of Chaos doesn't have like any enemies along the way. I was like one. That's about it. Just run through some lava. Could be worse. Could be worse. Basically, all like the annoying boss runbacks and all the long runbacks in Dark Souls 2 are just like filled with enemies. It's like... And Demon Souls runbacks are just like worse than like all the fucking other games. But the thing is, nobody complains about Demon Souls runbacks because the bosses are like super easy. People just forget about them. Do you think a Souls-like with guns would work? Yeah. It's called Remnant of the Ashes. Where like guns are your primary option, you have to kill everything only using guns, basically. Remnant of the Ashes is that game.
Very well, let my hand.
It's okay. But it works, yeah. Saith runback is the worst? Yeah. I haven't played Remnant 2. I played the first one. That was okay. Is it better to do a stance break build for this spear or just pure damage build? I mean, like, if you're going with a charged heavy, I'd just rather have Cragblade. Because, like, Cragblade, you don't have to keep buffing over and over again. And you're going to get more stance damage as well. So, like, it's just convenient. It's less FP. And you just get more stance damage. So... worst boss is the Knights Cavalry in Leonia. Straight up feeling bullied when I fight him. Yeah, it could be annoying. It's like they kind of designed that fight to like be fought on horseback, but like it's just they forgot to realize that horseback combat sucks. So it's like you were just fighting a boss that's just running around all over the place. Cutting the tail made him get difficult. He's a Seath, yeah. That's why tail cuts, I'm glad tail cuts are gone. Like, can you imagine tail cuts now on, like, these bosses that, like, move at, like, fucking insane speeds? And there's, like... And you have to, like, design it around a tail cut as well. So you have to, like, make it possible. So you're limiting how good the boss can actually be. By designing it in a way to where it's possible to get the tail cut and not have it be frustrating. Like, could you imagine having to cut off, like, Bale's tail? Or cut off fucking Placi's tail? Or cut off this guy's fucking tail just to go get a weapon? Fuck that shit. It's making like every single boss fight just worse. Hates fun? No, I like fun. This is why you just have the weapons tied behind this boss souls. So like everybody gets the weapons. Or remembrances. Like everyone gets the weapons, or just have the boss just drop it after you kill it. Like it's a cool concept, but it's not gonna work. I mean, you could probably just pick and choose which enemies do drop it. Like ones that are like just really simple and easy and don't move that much. But if you killed the boss and didn't cut off its tail, you just missed out on that weapon. And in Dark Souls 1, the weapons are actually like somewhat decent, you know? Mainly it was just like the Obsidian Laminal, I guess. Like the only one. But what Obsidian Laminal? I mean, the Obsidian Greatsword, yeah. The Moonlight Greatsword's kind of mid. The fucking Gargoyle fucking axe is kind of mid. And whatever else was there. Priscilla's Dagger. Priscilla's Dagger is kind of mid as well. They just made the boss fights worse, and it just wasn't really worth it, so yeah. Like, if you just hit, like, the tail, like, twice or, like, once or some shit, like, it was, like, damage-based as well, and it was just, like, it was just so annoying. So annoying. Not cool. Tail cuts are mid. How much would Messmer spear be with a blade? How much blood loss put up? It would be like a little bit. It'd probably be better with like things like Blood Flame Blade. Do I have Blood Flame Blade? I don't have Blood Flame Blade. I'll use Blood Flame Blade after this. We'll see how it happens. I actually might use it for Moog. I'm gonna get Blood Flame Blade after this boss. This knight has killed me more than some bosses. What knight are we talking about here? Best arena in Elden Ring. Best arena? Like best boss arena? This weapon has bleed? No, it doesn't have bleed, but saying infusing it with bleed. How much would it get? How well it'll perform. I think it gets like a quality scaling with a bleed infusion, so it's like, it's gonna be kind of shit actually, so. Placy's arena? Yeah, maybe. Oof. Okay, don't. I might get here. By might, I mean definitely. Every single time that you fight the gods, like I swear that when you fight the Godskin level 1-on-1, he like rarely ever does that attack, but for some reason, when you're fighting the Godskin Apostle, fighting the Godskin Duo, and you're just focusing on the Apostle, he just spams that poking attack. I don't know what it is. And you can't like hear it as well. Oh, good. This is good. Give me that stance break. Huge. This is why I get Cragblade. If we didn't have Cragblade... Oh, and another stance break. If we didn't have Cragblade, that wouldn't have stance broken. Would have did less than 80 stance damage. Boom! Oh, the attack went underneath them. Now I'm gonna die. That's a GG right there. Opinion on Shield of the Guilty. The shield, it's like a small shield, right? That just gets some bleed. I wouldn't bother. Why aren't you using Roll Not Resolve? Because I just explained it. Cragblade is easier to use. You don't have to keep buffing. It's less FP. You're gonna get more stance damage. Why am I speaking to you? Go away. Rykard is the best looking arena? Yeah. Blood Flame Blade. Yes, Blood Flame Blade. What's my weapon at right now? I think I need... It's at plus 19, right? I need 7 of those, and I need 10 of those. Let's get this bad boy to max level. And I don't really bother with Roll Not Resolve. I just don't like it, honestly. I just rather have Cragblade every single time. Because, like, if you're going to go with, like, a Roll Not Resolve build, you're typically using charged heavy attacks or, like, guard counters, right? And I think it's just better to have with Cragblade. Because you're just going to benefit of more stance damage. Are you British? Actually, not really. No, I'm not. I'm fucking Australian. Ain't no way I'm British. Okay. Blood Flame Blade. Let's go get that shit. You're forgetting about Placy Arena? Placy's Arena was like the first thing everybody said. In it. No. Why did he get banned for that question? Why did he... Why did that message get deleted? That's... Level up the seal to improve Blood Flame Blade? No, because like Blood Flame Blade hardly gives you any damage anyway, so like... there's no point. Could go for a Blimey Limey? What the fuck is that? Nice legs, bro. Thanks, man. I'm hiding my legs. It's a delicious smoothie. Okay. Does the bleed build up scale with anything with this buff? Oh, what? Huh? What you mean? Okay, 1 point into arcane, and then 40 vigor, and then more strength. I plan on ranking the bows, crossbows, ballistas. Probably, yeah. Falling Star Beast on top of Mount Gelmir is an underrated boss arena. It looks cool. It's annoying to fight in, but yeah, it looks cool. Ancient dragons don't get the hate they deserve. Probably, yeah. At least they look really cool. About the only positive thing I can say. Millennia's Arena is definitely best for design and combat. Maybe. Sometimes it's hard to like tell exactly what part of the arena that you're in because it's not like a perfectly shaped circle. It's like a weird shape. Sometimes it's kind of hard to like gauge how far away like the wall is. Capra Demon Arena, yeah. What's better, Eleanor's Pole Blade or Moog Spear? Moog Spear, definitely, yeah. I don't really typically like Eleanor's that much. What's your opinion on Rick, Soldier of God? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I rate him. What's up, Kaka? I'm ready at Firearm Osla because this weapon is really good. This happens when you don't do, like, a skill-only run. Because, like, weapon skill runs can be, like, more frustrating, so... Whereas if you just go charged heavy attack, there's no charged heavy attack builds that's the best things to have earlier on in the game because you have the spiked tier and the axe talisman right at the beginning. And there's lots of really good charged heavy attacks. You have access to Crag Blade, you can stance break quickly, do high amounts of damage, like it's just better. I missed. I like looked away because I thought I had it and I didn't. Best skill on the spear. I just go Crag Blade. What's your opinion on a Black Flame Tornado Ash War? It just destroys all larger bosses. And you don't even need to have like much like faith at all to even benefit of good damage because Black Flame is percentage damage. The Inquisitor Spear, yeah, the Barbed Staff Spear is actually pretty decent. It performs better than I thought. Like it did some nice damage. Like some bosses like it does do bleed, and I think it's bugged to where it's still doing bleed. Yui can't read? Probably not. Probably not. Fire damage should reset rot buildup. Why the fuck would you want that though? How many infusible great spears are there now? There's 2. There's this one and the lance, and this one's just like the better version of the lance. But obviously, like the lance, you get it right at the beginning, so it has its uses. But as soon as you have access to the Messmer's soldier's spear, then better off with that. Doesn't flame cleanse me and get rid of rot? Yeah, it does. Yeah, and like all like the enemies that are affected by Scarlet Rot typically are just weaker to fire damage. So there's something about fire just like cleansing rot. So maybe it might make sense lore-wise. But I'm not sure like just hitting them once with fire damage will just reset the rot. I don't know about that. Kind of makes more sense with Frost to work that way, so I probably wouldn't even make much sense. But it would just not be good for Scarlet Rot at all. It would just make the status effect even worse. How's the channel going in your opinion? The channel is going well. I'm having fun playing games and having people watch me play the games and talk about the games and stuff. Let's go with the Blood Flame Blade for this one. It's cool. It's fun. I like making videos. They're satisfying to like make and see them perform well. Like the good thing about this job is that like you see like the direct fruits of your labor. Because like if you do like an a random job, right, you don't really have, I mean unless you work on like a commission job or something, I don't know. like in most job, you don't really benefit much by like doing hard work. Like doing hard work doesn't equate to like more money or like, and you don't really like visualize it as well, right? Like it's easier to visualize in this line of work because I can see the number going up. So if a number goes up, it's like more motivating. So really good. There's lots of good things about being a content creator, and that's just one of them. Like the downside is that you have to be self-motivated, right? So like you're basically directly responsible for how much money that you make. You kind of like slack off one day and just like show off and just make money. And you get paid the same like every single day. Like the amount of work that you put in is directly like relative to how much money that you make. So you just gotta keep grinding. Like this cutscene? Yeah, it's probably the best cutscene in the game. Probably the best one. At the same time, it can be frustrating if you put an effort in and have it not perform well. Yeah. That's what it's kind of like earlier on when you're making like content and shit. Or like when you're in a dead period, like right now for Elden Ring, like I'm putting like a lot of effort into making these videos and then it's not going to perform anywhere near as well to where if like the game just came out or the DLC came out. But thankfully I'm at a point right now where I'm like big enough to where I don't think I'm going to be able to proc bleed. I don't think I got a single bleed proc, have I? Oh well. I'm dead. I'm alive! I had no stamina. I don't think the Blood Flame Blade strat works, chat. I missed! I'm not gonna heal because who cares? I did it! Let's go get me the Black Wet Blade. Because I want to see... Where is it actually? Is it progression? No, it's world flags, isn't it? Wet Blades. Unlock all Wet Blades. Cool. I want to see with a Bleed Infusion, is it actually getting a quality scaling or is it a strength scaling mainly? Hopefully it's a strength scaling, but I think it's quality. What's your favorite song? I don't think I have a favorite song. Is Malekith a dog or a cat? It's a cow. How to dodge Malekith's destined death attacks? It's just a matter of just memorizing its moveset, I guess. I don't know. Ashes of War. It is a quality scaling. No. That's poo-poo. I don't want quality scaling. It's like how much less damage I'm getting. It's like 100 less AR. More than 100 AR. I could be like a B scaling in strength. That's fine. Actually gets a B scaling in intelligence with a cold infusion. That's interesting. But the thing is, I wouldn't bother going with like an elemental build because you want to benefit more of the piercing damage that you're getting. You don't want to sacrifice that piercing damage, so you just want to go more into it. That's fine. That's okay. Heavy infusion is best. I forgot to go get myself Royal Nut Resolve, so I was going to go drop it right now because I'm not bothered to run and get it, so... Because Royal Nut Resolve would be much better for a boss that you can't stance break, huh? How much AR is worth it for bleed status? Depends on the weapon, I guess. Like you can sacrifice like a decent amount of AR. Like you might be able to sacrifice like 10 to 15% of AR for a bleed infusion, but only if you have like a way to proc bleed quickly. So if you're going to pair it alongside something that's going to proc bleed nicely, and also you got to compare it to like, how would it go versus like a weapon in that same category that actually has passive bleed. Why do stance breaks matter to you if riposts are not allowed? Because I can hit them while they're stance broken and get more damage. And if they stance break, that means I can recover my stamina freely and charge it up again. It's like an extra free hit still, so. Obviously I'd benefit more if I could riposte, but... But for the most part, if I'm just like talking about it in general, I'm not talking like specifically about this run when it comes to Cragblade. I'm just talking about it in general. Okay. No. No, you don't, buddy. That range is nice. Double thrust into his back? I did. Hit him from the back. What's your favorite line from an Elden Ring boss? Now I fight as Horaloo. Warrior. It's the best one. Being a chimp would be goated. You're like 10 times stronger, but have 100 times less responsibility. A chimp. If you're an animal, what animal would you be? I don't know. I wanna fucking fly. A camel. Strength. Actually, we'll go to some more vigor. A phoenix? I want to be a phoenix, chat. I think it's talking about real life animals, not like actual mythological creatures. It's normal to hate a Gideon fight. Yes, Gideon sucks. Change your profile picture. No. You look like a quokka. What? A kangaroo? Okay, cool. Let's win. Gwendolyn cosplay when? Tomorrow. Thought you'd like Don't You Dare Approach Mikkel of the Kind? Well, that's not a boss fight technically, so... There's NPCs. There's no boss health bar. He looks like a quokka. Oh, big boy damage. Do the spin. You're a silly dum-dum. No, see what happens when I don't have Cragblade? My roll not resolve buff wore off. And I wasn't far enough. Like a step away. Have to keep buffing now. No quokka in Australia? Pretty sure there's a bunch of quokka in Australia. I've never seen one though. They're probably like in the... Not in where I live. 1 hour in Godfrey already? I'm not 1 hour in. The stream crashed an hour ago, so... I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, should I go attack him now? And I should have attacked him. I don't know. Cheers. It is... what it is. Does Gwendolyn have snake legs? But snakes don't have legs. The snakes are the legs. It only crashed on Twitch? Yeah, it only crashed on Twitch, yeah. I don't know, it just does that sometimes. It always ends up being fine on YouTube, but no, YouTube just like works better sometimes. It's like an OBS issue, it has to be an OBS issue. Do you think Horaloo is better than Godfrey? Like the fight? Sometimes. Sometimes it can be more annoying. Gwendolyn or Mikola? Ugh. I don't like either of them. Would you kill Sarash if you were Horaloo? I mean, if I was Horaloo, that means Sarash is already dead.
Courtesy enough.
I've given thee courtesy enough. Now I fight as Horaloo. Oh, Horia! How could you not like Gwendolyn? What the fuck is there to like about Gwendolyn?
Now I fight as Horaloo.
Anyway, Yui's voice acting is on point. It always is. He's pretty. Gwendolyn? You can't even see Gwendolyn's face. Why didn't he do like the big roaring attack? I don't know. Wait, I have no FP. See what happens. He's gonna transform as well. So we have time. We have time. I did it. I won, chat. I beated the game. Damage is wacky. Yeah, be pretty good. And back to Cragblade. Cragblade's more fun. Cragblade more fun. 50 vigor. Your leather is better? Well, the thing is, for like the leather impression, I actually go like try to make an accurate impression of leather. Whereas when my Horaloo impression, I just make him sound stupid because he does sound stupid. How is piercing damage on Radabeast? Well, Radagon's pretty like neutral to piercing damage, and Elden Beast is weaker to physical damage in general, so it'll be fine.
Only using Vow of the Indomitable, or have you done that before?
Hope
you're doing good, Yui.
Dodge only using Vow of the Indomitable? I haven't done that run, no. I have not. I didn't know like what weapon to use, though. You kind of like, I don't know. You have more freedoms. I don't like having as many freedoms in a run. I like being able to just like narrow it down. Anyway, thank you, Logan, for the $5. W is my guy Logan with the donation. And I probably just like instinctively like dodge and like just fuck it up anyway. I probably not. We'll see. I could probably adjust. It's been a while since last we brought Yui's age here. What? Radagon is caked up? Maybe, yeah. Do a Tony Soprano impression. Hey, there's Tony Soprano in the chat right now. I don't know what Tony Soprano sounds like. Did I just miss the entire stream? Yes. Anyway, we get it. Radagon is cool. Wait. Oh, I said wait. I had a feeling I was going to do that attack, so I was like, I should just use it. That's fine. Are you an anime enjoyer? Unfortunately, yes. Big boy damage. I'm just going to go for it. I don't care. We're trading out. Oh, I thought I could get it off in time. No. Ever watched Solo Leveling? I read Solo Leveling. I read like the manhwa like fucking years ago. It was like 5 years ago when I read it. I don't know. I knew they made an anime at some point, didn't they? I don't know. So, like, the fact that you're saying have you read it proves that. I haven't seen it though, no. But like I read it a long time ago. I know they finished it at some point as well, the manga. And I haven't. It's been a while. Or the manhwa, because it's Korean, right? That's Korean. So yeah. But no, I haven't seen it, to answer your question. Do you think Aokiji is undercover in some capacity? Probably not. He might have some like ulterior motive, maybe. I'm not sure what's undercover though. No. That's a good question though, maybe. wish I watched anime other than DBZ when I was young. Are you a shitty Dark Souls enjoyer? I used to be. That subreddit kind of fell off. It's just horny posting now. Is this AI? Yes. Been to Australia over a decade ago. It was a great time. Do Aussies still have the tendency to use the word cunt? Yes. That we do. Have you seen Dan Da Dan? I don't know what the fuck that is. So for the next 6 months, are you streaming every day? I have like 1 day off throughout the week. I have like Wednesdays off. Wait, tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Oh, the variety day tomorrow, chat. We're gonna go by Near Automata tomorrow. Don't die, please. I'm just gonna hit me. I know it's gonna fucking happen. It's Tuesday tomorrow. It's Wednesday for me, okay, buddy? Favorite anime? Probably Code Geass. Why did I run so close? And that's how you beat the entire game only using the Messmer's Soldier Spear heavy attack, and I forgot to go use a gold pickled foul foot, and I fucked up. It's Tuesday, innit? Fucking Tuesday. We should revisit Bloodborne someday. I was gonna revisit with my poking marathon. I was doing like a poking Soulsborne marathon. And then I was about to play Bloodborne, then I stopped because I was getting annoyed with the run. I was like, I don't want to play this anymore. I don't want to play the Souls games anymore. Go back to the Elden Ring. We'll see. Vigor. Variety Day, Liza P. When? I mean, for my Variety Day, I want to go play games that I haven't played before, so. Let's go the Bleed Infusion and go mess with Moog. That'd be pretty funny. We can go Crack Blade in as well, so. Be even better than Blood Flame Blade, I guess. Don't know why I didn't do that to begin with. Where am I going? Let's go teleport to Moog. This is going to be such a short stream, but it's fine. I have stuff to do. We should play Outlast for our Variety Day. I do have that on my PlayStation Plus, so I can play it. It's for Halloween. Doki Doki Variety Day. Xenogears when? I have Outlast and I have Dead Space. Those are horror games that I have. That I could potentially play for Variety Day. I could just go back play Bloodborne. Does this outclass the Sword Lance? Now the Sword Lance gets higher damage, and it's a heavy thrusting sword, so it gets a faster moveset. So basically, if you're gonna go with like any build that's gonna utilize weapon skills or guard countering, basically everything but charged heavy attacks, I would use a Sword Lance instead. Because yeah, the Messmer Soldier Spear just gets worse damage. Yeah, unless you just like Great Spears as well, because Great Spears can just get more stance damage too. Did you try Space Marine 2? No. When's the PlayStation 5 Pro unboxing? Never. Let's see if I can get a good old-fashioned one cycle. I don't know, we'll see. Probably not. Don't do like the... That works, kind of? Oh, surely this is a one cycle. Surely, if I can get a bleed proc. Nah, probably not. Nah, fucked up. Unfortunate. I think I have more stamina. I probably would have got there. I might die here. I was gonna kill up. It's fine. I was about to get a stance break, but it's okay. That's okay. What would you rank the Inquisitors? I think the Barb Staff Spear is like a solid A tier, honestly. Probably lower A tier. If you could add one weapon to Elden Ring from the other Souls games, what weapon would it be? Well, if I'm not going to include Bloodborne, because Bloodborne's kind of cheating. No, you're Roll Not Resolve? No, Cragblade is better. I use Roll Not Resolve for a few bosses. I'd just rather have Cragblade, it's more fun. Will you ever play Nier? I'll probably eventually play Nier. I played like the first one. I played it like when like the beta demo came out, and I played it again when it came out. For like a little bit, then I didn't finish it though. I didn't touch Neo 2 though. I need endurance, like badly. I want to have stamina. Top priority. I have 50 strength right now. What I'm gonna do is probably... I'm not gonna benefit much of the strength tier. So I might actually go... I could potentially go with a Faith tier and go Golden Bow. Actually, I'll go get the Thorny tier. How much stance damage am I doing? I forgot to go light up any grace at the consecrated snowfield. Let's go teleport there. It's 36 stance damage with a charged heavy attack, and with the Crag Blade, you're doing over 40 stance damage, roughly. I was like 37 stance damage, I believe. So with Crag Blade, it does like over 40. Going over some noobs. I have the Golden Vow Asher War anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. It's fine. Have to be charged heavy or can it be uncharged too? Nah, just doing charged heavies. No uncharged. Will you ever play Neo? I already read that question. Rusted Twin Blade from Dark Souls 2 is OP? Yes. Or the Red Iron Twin Blade? Yes. Neo combat is unmatched once you get to the swing of it and learn any movesets. It feels so good. Nice. I still have the Bleed Infusion on. I forgot to switch. That's fine. That's okay. We can go to the DLC, get myself the two-handed talisman as well. I don't think I'll bother going with the Bleed Infusion anymore, because like I only procced Bleed like twice on Moog there. And if I only procced Bleed twice on Moog, then I don't think I'm going to be able to proc Bleed many times against any other boss. Can I get a stance break? Did I not get a single stance break there? The heck? I just didn't do Golden Vow. Okay, Thorny tier. Yeah, 200 Talisman works on like everything, yeah. You did it get one stagger? I wasn't paying attention. Was not paying attention. Trees can bleed. When you just play the game, you just like instinctively play the game. Yui looking hot today. Thank you. Do you think they'll ever nerf the Tiana Talisman? Probably not. If we get like a boss rush game mode and they're gonna care more about balancing, then maybe. But I think it's not, at this point I don't think they're gonna bother. If they do, it'd be like 10% damage instead of 15% damage. Is this up an S tier? Probably, yeah. Your hand's pretty huge compared to your face. I do have big hands, so maybe. I once 1 point in that, and then a probably go point into vigor. Ayo? What do you mean Ayo? How's that an Ayo? Saying I have big hands. The fuck? I'm not about to do all this running shit. It's fine. Okay, chat, if there was like one thing that you guys feel like that you were missing from the DLC, what would it be? If there's like one thing. Are you really only 155 centimeters tall? Maybe when I was 10. A Faith Katana, yeah. A good DLC. Furnace Golems? Yeah, it needs more Furnace Golems. We need more. And do you guys like the aesthetic of the DLC? Or does it feel like too much the same as like the base game? A woman? DLC should have brought back Ardila's Moonblade. What? Rivers of Yui? Sung, what's going on, man? Better somber weapon skills. Pairs of gloves. It's more spooky. It looked more sad in difference to the main game. Please use cheat engine to reveal the whole map. What is it? What difference does it make anyway? Like, I open up the map for like 2 seconds sometimes to teleport somewhere, and that's it. Like, the map gets about like 10 seconds of screen time in the entire stream. Why do you guys care whether or not I have the maps or not? The map is pretty. Go look at the map in your own time. Looks better. I feel like if you're just grabbing parts of the maps, it looks worse. Like, looking at like this is better than if it just had like one map. If it had like one map or like 2 maps and like parts incomplete, it'd just look worse. But like when it's all like this, it just looks better. Anyway, favorite DLC katana. I mean, the Sword of Night's probably my favorite katana in the entire game, so. The Rakshasa's katana is such a disappointment, having the same aesthetic as the Rivers of Blood. Oh, okay. What, just like a red katana? Imagine not even making one of the the great katanas faith-based. Disgusting. I know what's everyone's favorite katana in this game, including the great katanas. They should have had made the scattered tree a playable area like the Halig tree. So you can go climb the big tree. We don't really go inside of the tree like we do with the Erd tree, right? So. Someone on TikTok was fighting for his life trying to say the Sword of Knights wasn't good. It's probably because that, they're comparing it to like maybe like the Moonbell and shit, and this is probably like easy like weapon skill spam. Don't even need much setup or anything or any like skill. Or maybe like this, I don't know, because like it's a really cool looking katana, and the katana is like the most popular class because like they're super fucking like edgy and cool, right? So maybe it's just gonna appeal more to like the casuals, and the casuals are probably going to be using like the really like good weapons anyway. So they're probably going to compare it to like S tier options. So if you're going to compare it to like all the S tier options, it's going to seem like it's shit. But the Sword of Knight's actually really good. It might be lacking like some damage because it's only going to get a dexterity scaling and it has like some weird split magic damage, which is kind of annoying. What the hell am I doing? I actually dodged the attack as well. What's your least favorite weapon enjoyability wise? I don't find any satisfaction in using a whip. Whips are just shit. Same thing as flails. They're just fucking awful. They just feel terrible to use. Not fun, not visually pleasing. They're just shit. Get him out of here. You can use whips to cheese Millennia. Still does shit damage, but yeah, you could. What's the difference between the Iron Balls and the Star Fist besides bleed? The Star Fist to get more damage as well. So yeah. Starfist gets like more damage on basically every infusion, and it just gets Blade, so it's just basically the direct upgrade. But you can just get the Iron Balls earlier in the game, so it's like it's a good early game option. So, yeah. The Urmi is a cool whip? Yeah, the Urmi's fine. The Urmi gets a pass. But I just don't like the aesthetic of a whip. It doesn't like interest me. I don't like look at a whip and like, damn, I don't use that. They seem like they're like the least coolest weapon in the game. Like even perfume bottles seem more like intimidating and badass than a whip. Change the drip? Nah, I'm fine. That's just me though. That's just my preference. Split damage not so bad, it's not a 50-50 split. That's not the worst thing. It's just like funny just like sprinting there and just like seeing the enemy just jump off the ledge every time. It's great. I'll see you, Lucas. You have a good one, buddy. I'm gonna drop some skibidi fragments because I know I ran past some. Get myself to +3. +3. Good enough. Ever get the Briar Whip? The Briar Whip? What do you mean? Do I still have the Blade Infusion? The Giant's red braid, could it be his pubes braided? They might. They might be. The Fire Prelate Whip looks kind of scary. I just don't like the look of just a string curled up in a ball. I don't know. Doesn't look like that interesting. I don't know. That's just me though. Stay still, please. Oh, I think that was a counter hit as well, right? No, I don't think it was. Would have hit him harder. God damn it, why didn't I like not dodge the attack before? And I could have punished that. That would have been a good opening there. I probably got a stance break there as well. Don't jump backwards. Oh, I could have used it earlier. That's gonna hit me. Oh, I just want to start again. I don't want to do this right now. Here we go again. I missed! Stay still. Stance break. Thank you. I'm going for it. Don't move. Easy game. Cooked. Is this spear better than the sword lance? No. Unless you're going to go with a charged heavy attack build, that's it. Does the Tooth Whip inflict poison because it's British? Yes. An Indiana Jones build would be funny. Is the lance better than the sword spear? No, the regular lance is worse than this weapon. This weapon is a direct upgrade to the regular lance. Are you talking about like the sword lance or the regular lance? I know what you're talking about. I'm confusion. Bro is running out of ideas? No. If anything, this is proof that I'm not running out of ideas. I have infinite ideas. Anything that gets a unique heavy attack or a unique skill is an idea. The reason why we're doing this run is because, one, I wanted to have like a shorter stream today, and I'm going to rank the Great Spears. So, we're going to rank the Great Spears next. That's the next video. So, we're going to do some Halberd runs, because we're going to rank the Halberd after the Great Spears. So, be ready for those runs. A Sword of Knight's heavy attack run when? I did a, I mean, I guess the same heavy attack as a Serpent Bone Blade. And the Serpent Bone Blade, I did that run already with the heavy attack. Did it like just before the DLC came out though, so. That's like a week before the DLC. 1v1 me in Elden Bingo. Elden Bingo. Sure. I don't know how to play bingo. Could do scum nut types of runs, but that would not be fun. Yeah, the idea is that he can stick to those runs. Like, I've done some, like, pretty stupid runs. But for the most part, he does, like, really gimmicky runs to the point where they're just, like... have, like, 20-hour playthroughs. I'm like, I'm good on that shit. Like, I ain't doing that stuff. Elden Ring rando, but all ants. Easy game. Lance is an A tier or a B tier? Probably an A tier, yeah. Just a regular Lance. It's like it's directly outclassed, but the thing is, the Lance is right at the beginning of the game. Like, you don't even have to kill anything for it. So, and it's a good weapon to carry you from start to finish. I still put it into the A tier. But it'll be like lower A tier. But as soon as you get to the DLC, there's no point of using it over the Messmer Soldier Spear. Because it's basically like the same weights, requirements, scalings. The damage is just better with the Messmer Soldier Spear though. And obviously gets the better heavy attack, so. Have you done a Pole Blade of the Bud run? No, I have not. We could do that one maybe the day after tomorrow. We'll see. Which was a magic version of the Cypher Pato coated sword. Pretty cool. Look at that nice little double hit. Killed them both. That was clean. Look how large their spear is compared to mine. Oh, that's so cool. That's fun. When you get to the two-handed sword? After Rolana. A blindfold run when? No. Ever done a death ritual spear run? I have. It was a while ago though. Can I like sprint? I was like, I took my hand off the controller to move. A Guardian Sword Spear heavy attack? I mean, it's just like the spin to win heavy attack, right? So I could do a spin to win heavy attack. But like almost every halberd gets that exact same heavy attack. So. And should copyright strike from software for real, for real. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The hell? Quit out. Yui is turned on by long spears. What? No, halberds were neglected in the DLC. Well, like, it's fine. Like, there's 20 fucking halberds in the game, so I was like, the base game already had so many halberds. And there's like a handful of S tier options, so. They're fine. I mean, the one thing that halberds are lacking was like a really good halberd option with like a unique skill. Like a really cool unique skill, and I don't think I really had one, right? Like, you had the Dragon Halberd, which is probably the best in Somber-based halberd in the game, but it just has like a reskinned version of a skill. I don't think there's anything that's like unique, right? So it was probably like lacking like a really cool Somber-based weapon. And we had the Pole Blade of the Bud, but unfortunately it's not good, so. Pros of the halberds? The pros of the halberds is they typically get some of the most damage out of all polearm types of weapons. So if you're going to use polearm types of skills, maybe things like Spectral Lance or like Phantom Slash, Spinning Strikes are probably best paired alongside a halberd. And it's got some overall nice range. Stagger potential is pretty good. Soapy, thank you for the follow. By leveling up way too high, I wasn't paying attention. I dropped myself so many Scattertree fragments. Now I'm gonna be like super overpowered. I'm at +6. Fuck. Wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I just went. Got a good moveset. I don't like the halberd movesets much. I don't like the downward slam into like horizontal swipe. It's like pretty long animation. I don't like it that much. But the halberds also get the poking attacks as well. Like there's the poking attack halberds. and they're just like better because like, they're just faster. And also the Guardian Sword Spirit Halberd moveset is just probably the best amongst them all because it's like faster than I think all of them. Okay, let me just trade out with you. Okay, okay. Stay still, don't dodge. Nice. Oh, I had no stamina. Dark Souls 2 halberds are underrated? Some are underrated. And they still suffer from that sweet spot mechanic. And that can be kind of shit. Damage? Yeah, I mean, she's weaker to piercing damage, so it's gonna be like that. She's gonna do like the moon attack? Yeah, she's gonna do the moon attack. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, nice, right inside of her. Huge. Okay, cool. Now we can work on getting that two-handed talisman. Even more damage. We're cooking now. You guys are spamming all this watch time and I can't even see who has the most watch time. Who's the best Yui viewer? You should do a dagger crouch attack only. I'm sure that won't get annoying. A dagger crouch attack only. Loretta's halberd should be made into a catalyst like the carrying sword. Yeah, probably. Strength. What do I have on my physic? I forgot to get put on the... I wanted to go the thorny too. For my Stormblade build, I'm going to use the Shadow of Alexander and Range Divine Beast and turn a talisman. What should my fourth talisman be? What are you using? You're using the Claymore, right? You could go for like something with damage negation. Or you could probably go with like the Carrion Filigree Crest if you're going to spam Stormblade all over the place. Maybe Ritual Sword Talisman if you feel like you're staying at large amounts of at max health. If you're not staying at max health, then I don't know. There's probably like a damage negation talisman or like stamina regeneration. Can't go wrong with those things. The Crimson Sea Talisman, they're all really good for neutral game. Like if you have like a spare talisman slot and you have nothing to really boost your damage anymore, I just recommend always one of those. There's Crimson Seed, stamina regeneration, or damage negation. Any good talismans for the Pole Blade of the Bud? None. I can't even think of anything. I guess the Guardian Sword removes, so maybe like the multi-hit talismans. Maybe Shadow of Alexander to try and like get a little bit more damage out of something that sucks. I don't know. What's your best video? The top 10 best animals. The top 10 best Elden Ring animals. That was my best video. The Thorny Tier is the damage stack one? Yes. It can stack up to like 20% damage, which is like way better than all the multi-hit talismans. So yeah. Any advice on how to fuck up consorts? I've been stuck in him for like 2 weeks. Oof. Be at large health. Get some holy damage negation. Just ignore all the holy pillars. Just focus on what he's doing. And just focus on his moveset in the second phase. Because it's the exact same thing as the first phase. He's weaker to like holy damage in the first phase. And he's weaker to piercing damage out the entire phase. And he's really weak to Scarlet Rot. You can get like a Rot Pot and throw like a hefty Rot Pot at the beginning of the fight. That can just do the entire first phase automatically. Or you can throw it as soon as the second phase starts. Plink with the $2. Thank you, man. That was my guy Plink with the donation. A Tooth Whip run? We're going to do a Tooth Whip run eventually, yeah. We'll do one eventually. We'll get there. Thoughts on Power Stance Miladies? I typically would rather have a light greatsword moveset two-handed. It just like feels more fun and fluid, honestly. No Mateer today? Hell no. Hell no. Yeah, when I go rank the whips, I'll go do a Tooth Whip run. Favorite kind of challenge run? I like randomizers, they're pretty fun. And there are some Pole Blade of the Bud. Yeah, we're gonna do a Pole Blade of the Bud run probably soon. Pretty soon. Plink with $10 now as well. With a 10 Canadian dollars. Hell yeah. Shout out to Plink again. Where am I going? This way. When's the last time you had a crush? Oh. I have a crush right now. Can I go this way? Is that faster? I swear you can go this way, right? I swear I've done this before. This is like insane speedrunning strats. Watch this. Watch this. No, I had that one. Fuck this game. The game hates me. Did the Magma Whip low A tier now? Magma Whip low A tier? It's still a whip. It can't get anything higher than a B tier. This doesn't exist, I'm sorry. I didn't care about the Talisman of the Dread. It's still like, it's okay, but like, it's just use the Magma Blade. Like, Magma Blade just is gonna be similar, but just way better. Like, the thing is, the Magma Whip, it doesn't even go that far. Like, the AoE doesn't go that far. It looks like it does, but I don't know. The Urmi exists. That's like the only whip that I could probably even argue putting it into the A tier, and even then I still don't really care for it. Because, like, it still does pretty mediocre damage, and it still does, like, shit stance damage. What the hell are you doing? I can win this. I did a running attack. I'm alive! Get down here. Let me fuck you up. Get down here. Come here. What a clown. Okay, give me that one. Give me that one. Give me that one. There is the two-headed turtle talisman. I can just go pick that up. It's on the way. Not bothered. Who cares? I'm not bothered. Describe your crush. What does he look like? Our whips are lacking unique ashes of war. They need their own ash. That is correct. They need their own one. Is the axe talisman better than the rotten winged sword insignia for the Euphoria? No. If I'm building around the Euphoria, I have both multi-hit talismans, two-handed talisman, and Shard of Alexander. I wouldn't bother with the axe talisman at all. And in terms of crystal tiers, I probably go thorny tier and like holy tier. So like, funnily enough, despite you spamming charged heavy attacks, you don't actually benefit off the spiked tier or the axe talisman as much as the other ones, which is pretty funny. You're just gonna get more damage out of other things. Because there are going to be times where like you just use light attacks as well, and you're just going to benefit more of like the two-handed talisman and multi-hit talismans. That is better to have. Better to have. Now, if you weren't going to go with the Euphoria and it's going to go with like a regular charged heavy attack build, then with a twin blade, then you would go with the axe talisman and probably the spikes tier. You forgot to add Gigaboob. I'm not adding Gigaboob. I'm not adding no Kumaras emotes into my chat. You guys are gonna be spamming shit that has a bunch of boobs around, and we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Does a Blasphemous Blade count as magma? Yes. It's just basically 15% more damage with the Talisman of the Dread for some reason. I don't know why they thought do that, but I don't know. Yeah. Plus 8 Skibbity. Good enough. I killed Sir alone in 50 seconds with the Red Iron Twin Blades. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. Are you doing the heavy attack, light attack combo? Or is that the combo that I was thinking of? I don't know. Is that a good one? I know there's like a good combo with the Red Iron Twin Blades. I haven't played with them in a while, so. Because I haven't played Dark Souls 2 in a while. Randomized run for every weapon hits it switches your weapon. I don't know how to do like those types of things. Because like those types of mods aren't like on Nexus mods. Like somebody has to like make those, and I don't know where the fuck they're even at. No, I was about to get a stance break. Thank you. Damn, look at that damage. Oh, he was about to get cooked as well. Okay, stay still. I hit him in the mouth. Nice. You're gonna do a buff tier. When the fuck do you ever do that attack? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I thought I had the space in there. I got caught in his hand. I'm gonna do a buff tier list. What do you mean like a buff tier list? I'm just gonna go for it. That worked out. That worked out. Oh, for fuck's sakes, let's go away. Don't move. Thank you. What's the boss doing? I don't know. It's doing some weird ass shit. I wasn't really paying attention. We're just like doing so much damage. It's like, how different are each of the roll movesets between the weapon classes? The roll movesets, like with like Braggart's roar and stuff like that, they can differ slightly. There's something for like the pole-arm weapons. Then there's stuff for like large weapons, and there's stuff for small weapons. Like some things, like if you're gonna use like Braggart's roar, let's say on a straight sword, it's gonna be the same animation as a greatsword, but it'll just be like faster, right? Like Golden Vow, Shriek, Shiburi, etc. Well, like I think that just all depends on the situation, right? So like, it's hard to like rank them. It's hard to rank them because like they're all just amazing. Like Golden Vow's S tier, like Hal could be like, I don't know. It just depends on how situational it is, and I could probably like explain like what situations I would use certain types of buffs. So that could be like the benefit of that video. Notice the sword lens has lower motion values of every heavy greatsword. Still has more damage. Yeah, it's just better here. It's because I get stupid amounts of AR. Like, that's all it is. We need to get a better list of better TT emotes. Yeah, if you guys have emotes for ideas for emotes, fuck, I'm stupid. Yeah, go let me know on the Discord. Yeah, I know what you meant. Heavy thrusting sword, yeah, I know. I think biggest band on the Discord? Ugh, skill issue. You can just get passed on the message then, I guess. How's the run? The run is doing well. We're winning. We are winning, in fact. We're doing lots of damage. Oh yeah, big boy damage. Big boy damage. Cooked. So like the double poking heavy attack, it's like a longer animation, but the first part of it actually comes out faster. So if the first part comes out faster against some of these enemies, it can just stagger them. So technically it's just a win. It's just faster and better. Maidenless emote. Does double poke proc the multi-hit talismans? It does, but like you're only hitting twice still, right? So it's not gonna proc it that fast. But like obviously if you hit him like, you know, 3 back-to-back, that's gonna gain like the second or even like third stack of the multi-hit talismans. Everything's fine. The retainers and Elium Lois have a funny death sound. You should add it as a blurb. Piercing damage has been glazed. Has it? I haven't actually talked. I haven't really glazed piercing damage yet, have I? Go away. Oh, look at that reach. Amazing. I did get the 2-handed talisman. I have it equipped right now. cooked? Yeah, this thing actually just cooks all these like larger enemies. I go with like the knights and stuff. These knights are getting cooked. I probably benefit more if like, I feel like I'm gonna take a lot of damage all the time. I should just put on the turtle talisman instead. I wanna have some damage negation. We're fine. Rate the run. Rate the run. Run's been okay. I give it about like a 7.5. Hasn't been like the most like fun thing of all time, but it's very smooth playthrough. Gay Mikola or Thoughts Millennia? What the fuck are you talking about? Oof, look at that. Counter damage. Only possible because of piercing damage. Would you look at that? The best damage type in the entire game. You're so cute. Thank you. Pearl Drake Shield Talisman trivializes Bale. Does it? Maybe. Like, let's go fight Messmer. 54 strength, the two-handed soft cap, huge. Golden Vow, flame grant me strength. Is summoning Egon versus Bale ethical? I think it's the most socially acceptable form of summoning for a boss. So I would say so. Thank you for glazing, was looking forward. Mongrel intruder. Why did people call Messmer a twink? Brothers built like a water bottle? Anyone that's like fucking skinny is like twink, I guess. I don't know. That's how the internet be.
Mongrel intruder.
Mongrel intruder. Show me the snake. It's a snake. Bro's built like a gibbon. Maybe he is. I'm beating him up with his own soldier's spear. His soldier's spear is better than his own. This might be bad for me, but it's okay. Oh, we're so good. It's fine. Second phase me. Oh, I missed. I should just went for it. That's fine. Kind of works out. It's probably a good thing I didn't do that. Nice. I might be able to get a stance break. I think it can't be stance broken in that snake, so I think now his poise is regenerating. If it didn't regenerate, that means stance broken now. Yeah, it regenerated. Unfortunate. He also shows off his legs and is clean shaven. That's because I don't think he shaves. I think his whole body's just fucked that way. You guys saw nothing. I did not just do an uncharged heavy attack. You guys saw nothing. You guys saw nothing. He was gonna die there anyway. Delete your channel. Like, he was gonna die there anyway, chat, to that attack. It was fine. The uncharged didn't do that much damage. We should make another how to play Elden Ring the correct way shitpost for the DLC. I completely forgot about that video. And I actually did have the intention to make that when the DLC came out. And I completely forgot about it. A lot of my viewers have not seen my shitposting playlist. And it shows. That was like my first shitposting video. Pretty funny. What should I level up? Endurance, I guess. Let's go teleport to my guy, Commander Gaius. Level skill. Who's harder, Millennia or Messmer? Millennia. Ranking the Souls game based on which one has the most letters. That was a April Fool's video. That was pretty funny. This game gets another DLC? I don't think this game is getting another DLC. Like, it's still being ran on the PS4. I think we put this game to bed now. The game has run its course. It's done its thing. Time to put it to sleep. Foot rubs or rub and tugs? The fuck does that even mean? What's shield best paired with a sword? The brass shield is typically like just the best overall shield. It's like a medium shield, so it's pretty light, not that high of requirements, but it just gets like almost great shield's level of like guard boost. And it gets 100% physical guarded damage negation. So, if you're gonna go with like a dexterity build, oh, good RNG. I'm going for the follow-up. Even better RNG. So this is why I kind of wish I had the green turtle talisman. But it still works out. Give me that stance break. That's what I'm talking about. There's so much stamina. Go with flame, get me strength. But if you're a dexterity build, you have to spec it to at least 16 strength. Just to wield the brass shield. This might be bad for me. Oh, Rick cooked him. I'm going for it. I might die here. I knew it. I knew it. That's fine. I didn't even heal a single time the entire fight as well. That was like the only attack that he could have used to kill me. Because like that's the only way he could, because he has piercing damage there. So like he hit me with a counter attack and I just got fucked up. I probably would have survived if it wasn't a counter hit. Oh well. Wait, did I not have the I didn't have the axe talisman on the entire fight? I missed out on 10% more damage. Oh my god. And he had like less than 10% health. Oh my goodness. And I had like perfect RNG that entire fight. That's so unfortunate. He's being nice to me again. We're good. I'm going for it. I was gonna heal up here. We're gonna be responsible this time. We're gonna be responsible. Jump up. Do the kick. That's not the kick. Okay, do the kick this time. That's not doing the kick. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna. Oh, why does that not? Oh, you're so annoying. That's good. Do that every single time. My theory is that the albinuric woman in the DLC is the Gaius' lover. Theory, that's literally his wife. Dude, doesn't the game literally say that? The game says that, right? Dodge! Oh my god. We're good, GG. What about Elden Ring 2? I don't see that happening either. If there's gonna be an Elden Ring 2, it'll be like 10 years from now. And if they do an Elden Ring 2, it's because they sold out. But if From Software are consistent, then no. There's not gonna be an Elden Ring 2. Top 10 Elden Ring characters locked at 144p. Low-key the best one. Oh, that video. Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I made a top 10 best characters video. That was just like a stupid shit post. Guys, it's not that bad outside of the charge attack? Yeah. Honestly, let's go to Ramina. Would have been nice if they wrote a unique piece of music for Gaius. Yeah, maybe. Why even that's albineric girl have Gaius's pants? Because they were clearly just getting it on earlier. They were smashing, and then you had to go leave quickly. I have to be at plus 12 right now. Why wouldn't there be an Elden Ring 2 when this developer made 3 Dark Souls games? They didn't want to make 3 Dark Souls games though. So. They didn't want to make Dark Souls 2. That's why they had the B team make it, because Miyazaki wasn't even in charge of it. They didn't want to make Dark Souls 2. And when they fucked up so bad with Dark Souls 2, they made Dark Souls 3 to like end the series and be like, okay, we're putting this to bed now. That's it. So yeah. I hope they don't make any more sequels though. I love Crackblade. They didn't fuck up Dark Souls 2. When Dark Souls 2 got released, it was not as well received by a lot of people. That's why they had to make fucking Scholar the first sin. Or they felt the need to make Scholar the first sin, because they knew it was so polarizing. So, I don't know. Obviously, Dark Souls 2 has, like, gotten a lot more love over time, but no. I think it was like Bandai Namco that like was telling them to make a new Souls game, and I think they didn't want to make one. And I think even Dark Souls they didn't want to make that as well. So like I don't know, I feel like both of those games though, it wasn't like something they wanted to make. I didn't even see that attack. We need Bloodborne 2? No, we don't. We need a Bloodborne remaster, not a 2. We need a, they should bet to spend their effort making a new game. The sequel. For fuck's sakes, give me an opening long enough. Holy shit, man. I swear I can just never time it correctly. That's like the only fucking good attack that you can actually punish in this godforsaken game. Thank you. I won. What if this is the very last Souls game ever? I'd be fine with that. I'm going the wrong way. I never know what the fucking actual, like... the end... I don't know. They always get the best OSTs to the worst bosses. It's not true. Moog has a good boss. Radagon has a good boss. Good, I mean, OST, I mean. They're a good OST and good bosses. Dark Souls and Bloodborne are being developed at the same time. Yes. I mean, they always have at least like two projects going on at the same time. So I guarantee they're working on 2 projects right now. At least. So. An Elden Ring but pirate theme. Pull up on the bus of the Flying Dutchman. Sure. More stamina, endurance. That's all I need, right? I kind of want to go to more faith to get the golden bow, but like at this point, I'm not gonna be able to get there. So maybe strength. I don't benefit much. Endurance, stamina, very important. I want large stamina bar. Look, I just feel like they benefit so much more, and I feel like the community benefits so much more of just like a new IP. But like obviously being that like new IP is not like exciting as like a sequel. Like people just like get more hyped up for sequels than they do for new IPs. It's just like easy. But like I feel like we just benefit more for new IP. Everybody does. Like, From Software benefit of a new IP because they can get more players into the Souls genre. Because I guarantee people, like, didn't care about the Souls genre, but, like, they've made a certain aesthetic of a game that actually appeals to them, and then it kind of gets them into it. It's like people probably like the Lovecraft themes of Bloodborne, and it made them want to play Bloodborne, and it actually made them play the other Souls games. People probably liked the samurai setting of Sekiro, made them want to play the other FromSoft games that they made. So I feel like they should just keep constantly making brand new aesthetics and brand new types of things to appeal to a wider audience, to just get them involved in the whole community. Oh my god, what's with the recovery frames? Oh my god. Oh, well, I dodge it, but I get hit by the AoE because it's raining. Sekiro isn't samurai themed. What? Samurai themes? It's fucking samurai enough. I mean, Japanese themed, whatever you go. Fuck this location, I'm not running here. I'm running to the boss. I ain't got this shit. I'd rather see more expansions for Elden Ring than a second one. Yeah, pretty same. I don't think it's gonna happen though. But like, I feel like you have an idea for a video. Or you have an idea for a game. You do whatever you can for that universe, build everything that you can, try all your best ideas for that concept, and then you just move on to the next thing. That's it. And like, you have your DLC be like the best stuff, like all like the best concepts for a boss, the best concepts for like your music, all these weapons, spells, like just do it all for the DLC. Have all your best ideas there, then that's it. Move on to the next thing.
Quite some time. It was never kindly Nicola, was it? The urge
That's it.
was leading you all along, so that you might ascend to lordship, might come to these lands to begin with. I suppose it must be what His Eminence, or perhaps the Erdtree desired all along.
If they make Elden Ring 2 or another DLC, do not have George Martin involved, I'm sick of his old fat ass.
So
He probably, like, I don't know, he didn't...
facing Nicola,
I don't think it did much different. I don't know, he probably added, like...
whoever we might
I don't know, the Elden Ring still feels very, like, similar thematically speaking to Dark Souls. Like, out of, like, everything in Elden Ring, what seemed like the most, like, George R.R. Martin, like, inclusion? Like, what was, like, the biggest thing?
Don't you dare.
Do you like Game of Thrones? I've never seen Game of Thrones, so that's why I'm asking that question. Incest? But, like, there's incest in the other games, though, as well, right? Oh my fucking god with this. I'm gonna die now.
Lord of the Erdtree, Lord of Marika.
The unfinished ending? Every single Souls game is unfinished. In terms of story. Not as much as Elden Ring? How much incest relationships are there in Elden Ring? I like women. Nice.
Don't you dare approach Nicola the Cannon. Needle Knight Ledder, Dryleaf Dane, and our allies will never allow.
There's incest in the other games? Isn't there? I don't know. It's all fucking medieval themed, right? It's gotta be incest.
Just as the woman said it would be.
I feel like there was, right? I don't know. Now I'm trying to think about it. Now I actually don't even know. I swear on to everything. Fuck off. Where is this dumb piece of shit? Oh my god. Must have been an easy run? Yeah, it's fucking great. I'm not fighting this boss. I'm going to Radon. Fuck this shit. What if it was Needle Knight, Dane, and Dryleaf Hornsent? Just like, why do we even bother with this piece of shit fucking thing? I'm fighting this boss, bro. I don't care right now. I'm sick of this shit. I got better shit to do with my life. Like, NPCs are so ass, bro. Have you tried ready or not? I don't know what that is. What tier is this spear? Probably S tier.
My loyal blade.
Well, then again, it only has the use of being like a charged heavy attack weapon, but like it's really good at charged heavy attack, so I don't know.
Your deeds will
It's not gonna get much
ever
better than a
praise
charged
your
heavy attack
soul.
Messmer Soldier Spear build compared to other charged heavy attacks.
Now,
So maybe still S tier. But like everything else is just outclassed by the sword lance. Unless like you kind of want like a power stancing great spear build that could be pretty decent. That could be good for like an offhand option. That's probably another use. Like good offhand option for like other great spears if you're gonna want to use like infusible great spears. Oh, nice. I got hit by that. It's crazy. Take me to the second phase. I got a stance break there. No. That's unfortunate. His arena is so fucking bad? Yeah, probably. Why not roll that result? Because Craigblade is more fun, more consistent, better, in my opinion, so. You have to keep buffing it, you're gonna get more stance damage. Less hassle. Spectral Lance is great? Yeah, Spectral Lance is fine. Oh yeah, Spectral Lance is probably the best pairing with that, so yeah, if you want to make a Spectral Lance build. That's another thing. Colossal Weapon, light attacks are so ass. Probably. They just got buffed, didn't they? Just like the first light attack got buffed. It's like a little bit faster. I think like the first light attack of a Colossal Weapon is like just as fast as like a Great Hammer, but like the consecutive attacks are ass, kind of. This weapon is S tier? Probably. Bro's never heard of the Fire Knight's Greatsword? What are you talking about? What about the Fire Knight's Greatsword? What about Messmer's Spear you get from the Remembrance, which is better? This one's better than the Spear of the Impaler. I'm gonna go rank the Great Spears in the next video, so. Yui is S tier? I agree. How many Gunners in chat? Is it Colossal Weapon? The Fire Knight's Greatsword's a colossal sword, not a colossal weapon. Get your facts right, champ. I mean, honestly, I don't blame you because the game called them Colossal Weapons and Colossal Swords instead of Ultra Great Swords, but give me that Crack Blade. Is he gonna do the AoE? He might do the AoE, but he might do the combo. He did the AoE. Cat made cosplay when? Tomorrow. So yeah, still got Colossal Weapons. Get it right, champ. When are you doing a chat members tier list? Tomorrow. Surely tomorrow. Do it again. A Bunny Girl Yui when? Any content ideas for after Shadow of the Erdtree? I mean, I'm doing content right now post Shadow of the Erdtree. I'm like ranking everything across the entire game, so. Can you like give me an actual opening? Why is this spear S tier? Because it gets like the best charged heavy attacks and it's the best infusible great spear, and great spears are good, so yeah, that way. I'm going for it, I might die here though. We're good. GG. Catboy dress up tomorrow. Sure. We did it again. We did it, guys. We beat the game. So your least favorite weapon class? Fucking hammers. I mean, not hammers. I like hammers the best. Whips. I'm so used to just answering hammers to everything. Whips. Fuck the whips. Hate them. Then flails. Cool. I wasn't even like looking at that boss the entire thing. I don't know what happened there. I think I won, right? I don't think I died. I won. What's the best whip in the game? Probably the Urumi. Only one worth using that was so fast? Yeah, probably. Throwing weapons in the DLC is so disappointing? Yeah. Fight Blail and Plasty? I'm not bothered. I got videos to make. I gotta actually go rank the great spears. It's kind of the reason why I did that, because I'm gonna be busy later today. Or tonight at least. I'm not gonna have time, so I'm just gonna do I was gonna do a quicker run today and then do my video. Anyway. Let's see if I can raid somebody. Who's to raid? Who's playing Elden Ring? Go raid this Jinxie is playing. I want to raid him. Go raid Captain Domo. They're playing bingo right now. Right, I have to fucking type in raid first, idiot. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful night, morning, day, whatever it is, and I'll catch you guys around. Bye. See yas.